Bang! Here we go, baby. It's red panty night. It's red
It's
panty
red
night.
panty night.
Yeah, nothing better than red panty night, bro. I'm ready to get fight drunk. Tarps Off MMA, tarpsoffsports.com. Little live watch party here. Joining on the chat. Let's watch some fights, man. I mean, the fight community is the best in the world, and there's nothing worse. Sometimes I was watching some of the stuff leading up to the event, and fuck, some of these guys at ESPN and that these guys stink. Like
they're awful.
So I just want to talk to fight fans, man. I have no interest in doing anything like that. But everybody, I hope everybody's doing well tonight. And we have a huge event here, live Abu Dhabi on Fight Island, UFC 257, McGregor Poirier 2, Chandler Hooker. There's good fights tonight, man. The women just have a couple good scraps on tonight too. And Bob's your uncle, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, we got Jessica Amanda Ribas. They're two the prominent women fighters in UFC, so I'm very excited to see both of them. I'm big fans of the two of them, so I'm hoping they both come away with W's here. Michael Chandler, a former Bellator champion, he comes over. He's always wanted to prove that he's the best in the world, and he knows that the UFC is where you do it. He knows it wasn't in Bellator, so he's looking for a big win tonight to start off. I mean, Justin Gaethje, when he came over here from World Series of Fighting, he took a loss. Ben Askren, when he came over here from I think it was one championship, he took a loss. He's trying to get in on the right foot. We got the lightweight tournament here of sorts going on. Nick Pete has put out a lightweight tournament challenge. Conor McGregor said book it. Michael Chandler said book it, and Dustin Poirier said he's down. Dan Hooker had no idea what he was fucking saying, but he agreed anyway. So we got a lightweight tournament going on.
I love it, baby. I love it. It's beauty, man. I'm so fired up. This card's going to be awesome. What a week, from last week to Wednesday to this. Oh, fuck yeah. But is anyone's stream live on IG? Great question. Who does that come in from? This is from EWU. Is anybody going to be streaming it live? Well, we can't show any of the clips. And you know why, bro?
That's fucking illegal.
That's why we can't show any clips. So nah, bro, this is a watch party, hang out, chill while you watch the fights, chat about the fights, put some input in. Hell, I don't care. As long as you're not like a serial killer, you can even probably hop in the stream at some point. Like, we're pretty fucking chill here, boys. Like, we're trying.
One time we let the guy hop in and all we saw was a shower curtain.
Yes, that was very, very, very murderous. Yeah, there was some fucking murder stuff going on there for sure. Jack, make sure we do that Facebook post in there, eh? So you do that.
Absolutely.
Did you get that in?
Nope, not yet. Let's do it.
Yeah, buddy, let's get it fired up. We'll get everything shared around, and then we'll get it. Ugly hat you have on there, Mancuso, but I took them this week. Go Bills, shout. Yeah, it is. You know what? We have a little promotion going on with the pizza company here. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter. It was going around, though. They're like the people that made the pizza like in the shape of the Buffalo Bills logo. So I'm getting one of those. So I had to have myself a good Bills hat to go along with it. And I think this actually just came in like a case of beer or some shit like that. So that's why I got that rank hat on.
I will never not struggle trying to share stuff from our Tarps Off page.
Yeah, stuff.
I need to create like a burner Facebook account.
Like, what are you trying to share to it? Like, I'm talking about put it in that group.
Yes, but I have to share it from
Oh, yeah, you just got to copy and paste the link of the stream.
You know what? I've almost got it my way.
Okay. Yeah, you got to send them the link so that way it goes.
Here we go.
But we're going to be getting into it tonight. If anybody's having any liquor drinks tonight, let us know what you're drinking. We always like a little drinking stories, eh, Jack?
Oh, of course. Paste that. Bang.
There it is.
Almost there. Whoop. I'm fired up. I got a statement games for this too. Let's go, Makers and Sprite. Oh, we got chirps already. Bill suck. Hey, Mahomes is scrambled eggs, boys. His brains are no good.
The Bills are winning. Josh Allen can't be stopped. I'm telling you. I have never seen anything like it, and I never believe in Buffalo. Believe me. I have a theory that God hates Buffalo. Yes. He wants to fight Jack in the octagon. He's here. He's here, Greek Rocket.
Oh, God.
He can wear that hat, too.
I'm fighting the Greek Rocket in the octagon.
It is here, baby. Let's go. I love when the chat is all lit up, guys. Give us a follow on Twitter at Tarps Off MMA. We'll follow everybody back if you guys have Twitter. Go to Facebook, Tarps Off Sports. Like, we're interactive, man. We're trying to make a good interactive platform for all these fights where everybody can just chill, have some drinks, chat the fights, and get fired up. I love it, man. I'm so amped for this fight because Poirier's a different guy. Every single thing that happened, everything that happened before, wipe it. Absolutely wipe it. This is a brand new diamond. This is a guy who has reinvented himself. I think Conor smacked him into the next level, bro. To be honest, I think that's exactly what happened. Terry Tam from Hot Sauce Sports about to join us. Terry Tam, it's lit, buddy.
Here we
What's
go.
going on? It's fight night. It's red panty night.
What's going on, boys?
Red panty night.
Bro, you're really quiet. It's hard to hear you.
Yeah, I'm trying to change that.
Yeah, there you go.
Just stick the mic right in there.
Yeah, just stick it right in there. There you go.
Better now?
Just the tip. There you go.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. Look at this. Yeah, man. Cool. What's up? What's happening, everybody? Tarps Off MMA. Go on Twitter. Give us a follow. We'll follow you guys back tonight. We love chatting the scraps with everybody. I'm fucking pumped, dude. And you know what's great is it's so much cheaper to buy this fight in Canada than it was for Jack to buy it in Maine.
And easier.
How much is it for you?
On PlayStation, bro, I paid it was $48.
Oh, what you put up on the screen there said done. Oh no.
I'm going straight to straight to Fight Pass.
Beauty. Yeah, you pay for that, right?
Yeah. I have to.
Jack, we need Jack. Jack always translates. Sometimes we get stuff that comes in a different language, and we love that, but Jack's got it translated. I don't know how.
Yes, I translate it. I'm the translator here.
Yeah. Hopefully it's nice things. We always hope it's nice things.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't say, like, fuck you. Fucking dickhead or something.
Where are you from? We are from Canada and the United States.
Yes, my friend. Where are you from?
Toronto, Boston, and Montreal.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Jack,
yeah, they got the 2 Canadians and
we're
1
gonna have
American.
to sync up, I think, eh?
Where are you at?
I think we're gonna have to sync up.
I don't even know what that means.
Like sync up. Sync up?
Cinco de Mayo?
What do you guys No, sync up. Like we gotta like
be at the same point of the fight?
Yeah.
Yeah, Amanda Rebus is coming into the ring for me right now. She just took her shirt off.
Yeah, you're ahead of me.
She hasn't taken off her shirt yet for me.
Okay,
She's
so
taking it off right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have this. I rented this from PlayStation.
Wow, you guys are both a little bit ahead.
Okay.
Well, we'll set it up when they start the timer.
True.
ESPN isn't letting me purchase. Man, Jack, tell him the story. ESPN
took me 6 hours to get it. So what you got to do is you got to go on your phone and you got to order it through the app in your phone. What you have to do is you have to log out of your ESPN, which is mad annoying. I know if you forget your password or whatever, that can be a pain in the ass. But you have to log out on your phone, log back in, and purchase it that way through your phone. Took me 6 hours today.
Yeah, Jack was having a hard time with it. That's why I was like, oh, shit, he can probably actually help with this.
Yeah, Micah, it was a pain in the ass. I know Micah, too.
Did you tag me on Twitter?
I didn't tag anybody on Twitter. I'll put you in it, though, now. Hold on.
Yeah, send her over so I can share it.
Yeah, I'll tag you in it right now.
The Greek Rocket.
He's the man. Jack, is that up in that group yet?
It is. I think that's why we got some characters coming in here from different countries.
I love
Jack, you look like you're fresh out of like an Irish pub.
I mean, I'm from Boston. It's basically Dublin #2. So that my
more
hat
Irish
is
people
from
in
Dublin.
Let us know,
My
buddy. I
shirt
hope it
is from
works.
Dublin.
I love Amanda Ribas, man. She's so fucking sick. She is so sick. I lost my parlay because of that stupid fucking Khalil Roundtree decision.
Oh, great music choice here.
What
Shipping
is
up
it?
to Boston.
Oh
You
yeah.
know we get the Irish fans in attendance. Why not
Oh
play
yeah.
to them?
Marita's coming out to shipping up to Boston.
The Dropkick Murphys music is playing. It's fight night.
She knows that the
Could that song be the most overplayed fucking song of all time?
oh, for sure, brother, for sure.
It's
Not
like
gonna
it
lie,
was
I
good
love
for
the Dropkick Murphys. That's
too, brother.
that is not even in my top 5 of their songs.
it was good. It was good when Boston did had their cup run there, and then after that, it just like it was bad after that.
That song is not even in the top 5 of best Dropkick Murphys songs.
No.
The only one I know.
Time to Go is the best.
Oh, come on,
That's the
Terry.
I'm not
Dropkick Murphys are awesome.
I never said they weren't. It's not my type of genre.
You know what's great? Whenever they sell pre-ordered tickets in Montreal, because my buddy's a huge Dropkick Murphys fan, so we've like follows them around when they play in Canada. If you want to get into the pre-sale, all the time they'll make the password like "Go Bruins Go," so all the Montreal people have to try or like "Let's
That's
go
too
Bruins."
funny.
That's always their code. So it's like if you
Hey,
ever get free tickets for a Montreal show for them, put in like "Go Bruins" or "Let's Go Bruins," and you're going to get into the pre-sale. I'm like, awesome. Hey, we got a little bit of this, and we're mixing it with a little bit of that,
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
and Pink Whitney.
The Pink Whitney on deck.
Very
Fight
good.
night.
Next day,
I
headache.
got some Yamazakura whiskey.
Ooh,
You always with the fancy stuff.
proper. He's proper. This guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Terry Tam swings big dick.
That's why he's a Khabib fan and not a McGregor fan. Not like
I
the
am a
blue
McGregor
collar
fan.
guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
did
I
you
don't
guys see
discriminate
that?
with fighters. I don't discriminate with fighters. I can like 2 different fighters. That's possible for me to do. It's
Well,
not.
I actually like both fighters in this main event. I'm a big Dustin Poirier
Yeah,
guy.
same here.
I'm a big Conor McGregor guy.
I have to root for Dustin Poirier though because my girlfriend doesn't like Conor McGregor. So the deal was if I don't root for Dustin Poirier, she will stop cheering for me with the Dallas Cowboys. So
Oh,
I
okay.
had to take it. You know,
Robin
Well,
Black.
you definitely
with
shouldn't
the
have taken that
retweet
because
from
the
the
Dallas Cowboys are a horrible choice for a football team.
Robin Black with a retweet for the boys. Tomorrow morning stream possibly. Fist, heart. Love it. Guys
time?
on actually maybe pop in a bit. Send link. I'll try. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Fucking
just got a
right.
DM from Robin Black, so maybe Robin Black might stop. And he's on Sports Center tonight covering this, so that would be a big deal to get him to pop by. Let's send it to
Does that
him.
mean we can pop in on Sports Center?
Imagine.
I would love that, man. I'd love it. Let me just fire off this tweet, eh?
Oh, here we go. Bruce Buffer. I mean, you knew my stream was going to be the farthest behind when it took me 6 hours to order it. I would not get nervous.
Hey, one of the sound is on. I think there's like some liability if the sound comes out. Oh no, actually it's okay with the sound as long as it's not.
It's okay. It's picture. It's picture.
Yeah, as long as okay.
Yeah, it's okay. No picture at all. Can't do that. And you know why, Terry? Do you want to know why you can't do that?
That's fucking illegal.
That's why. Because that's fucking illegal, Terry. That's why you can't do it.
That's fucking illegal.
Can I tweet out? Can I tweet out that Robin Black might be showing up, or what's going on?
He quote tweeted it and said maybe I'll pop by in a bit, send link and I'll try. So like he said it himself. Like it's on Twitter in public. What's good? What's up, Peyton? I'm not sure who that. I don't know. Do we know Peyton? What's up, Peyton? Good to see you. What's good? I drank Pink Whitney last night. Fuck that 2 nights in a row. Let's do it. Get it 2 nights in a row. Get it going. The headaches are temporary. The booze and the UFC are forever, buddy. And they go together like peanut butter and jelly. First fight's getting underway here. I'm fired up. Tarps Off MMA at Tarps Off MMA on Twitter, tarpsoffsports.com. Check us out. We're not going to give you that nerdy coverage. We have a lot of fun with this shit. For fans, by fans, the common man, that whole spiel. Like we're regular fucking dudes, man. And we love talking to everybody. And always appreciate everybody joining in the chat. So anytime you can join in the chat, fire me right up.
How do I change my name? I gotta log out and log back in.
Um, I'm not sure.
I used to know how to do it right from here, but I
Yeah,
don't want to hit buttons. I'm not.
I get
not
scared.
confident.
Oh, I know how to do it. I know how to do it. It's all good.
I get scared.
I'm pretty sure I know how to do it.
Well, we got the first fight underway here, Rebus and Rodriguez. Who you guys got in this?
I got Rebus.
You got Rebus?
I got her in the upset.
Yeah, same here. I don't know why. I mean, Rebus, the only reason why she's an underdog is to the ranking. It's not because of the skill level or anything.
Yeah, no. I think we're all unanimous on Rebus here tonight. I think now both these girls, they're Brazilian, correct?
Yeah, both of them are.
Both Brazilian. Yeah. So this is a Brazilian head-to-head match. I'm sure they have a lot of respect and admiration for one another, but I love it.
Rebus respects everybody. She just likes to have fun out there. Oh, shut up, Jerm. Aren't you supposed to be on my side?
Oh,
you're a big light guy?
That's what Rangers used to say to him during the Canada-USA rivalries.
Hey, how good did the Habs look, though?
Habs look great, buddy. Habs look great. Bruins absolutely lambasted the Flyers tonight,
I took the Flyers tonight. Didn't work out too well.
No, that's not a good one.
Yeah. When they tied it up, I was like, oh, it's going to be a good game. And then it wasn't.
The chat's always a fucking mental case place here. I love it.
But the Bruins had to bounce back because they haven't been playing good at all.
No, they've been rat bastards.
Yeah.
They've been terrible so far.
9 goals in like 4 games or something before tonight.
It's just temporary. UFC is forever.
Where do you guys see the comments?
They come up on the side here. I can put them on the screen, but sometimes it's like,
yeah, Greek Rocket, my boy. I have no idea who he is, but we're both Greek, so respect.
Yeah, Terry. What's your last name? How'd you say it?
My government last name?
Yeah.
Tambakologos.
Yeah, it's not like anyone's going to be able to Google that, so you can say it.
Yeah, Tambakologos. My first name is Eleftherios, my real name.
Really?
Yeah, Eleftherios Tambakologos.
Oh, yeah, no one can spell that.
Nobody in the history of time.
We should honestly do a segment next week and try to spell Terry's government last name.
I'll tell the name. I'll tell you guys the name 3 times, and then you guys have 2 chances each to spell it out.
Dude, okay. I can't spell like basic like French Canadians.
That's a great fucking names. Segment.
Never mind that.
Yeah, he couldn't even read he can't even read any French Canadian last name.
I'll just start calling McLovin and be like, how would you spell it?
I'm surprised you can even say Poirier. I'm surprised you don't call him like Poirier or something.
Poirier.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, hockey fans, you guys learn how to pronounce the IER at the end. Like the Greek Rocket's on fire. Jack, you're a fucking punching bag.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm the worst speller. I'm the worst
pronunciation of name.
We'll give Manguso 3 tries to spell his own last name.
Yeah, right. I'm not good with that stuff.
Remember when he tried to pronounce Ponzinibbio?
Ponzinibbio. Yeah,
you said Pombiza or something.
Pombiza. Blah, blah, blah.
Fun fact for everybody, like even on Twitter, people that try to beef with me, like everyone, I'm not from Alabama. Like, it's crazy. I went to school there. That doesn't make me from Alabama. I know. What a concept.
I know. It's like almost like you can live there for 4 years, then move home.
Yeah.
Almost.
Robin Black just responded. He's going to be here in 20 minutes.
Oh, let's go. Let's go. Robin Black coming in 20 minutes. Love it. Jack, can you tell that Steve guy that Robin Black's going to be coming in 20 minutes and see like if he wants us to hit it again or what he wants to do? Because I'm sure that's cool for his group too, right?
Yeah. I would think so. I can message him.
Let him know. Boys, we got Robin Black coming on the stream in 20 minutes. Like in fight. Like this is so dope. Covering UFC is so much more dope than hockey. Like I love Kipper and I love McLean and outside of those 2 guys, like I've talked to a ton of guys. I've talked to Button. I've talked to fucking a bunch of TSN guys. There's only one other former mainstream guy I care to talk to. The rest of them are buns. The rest of them are shit buns.
There's a few guys from TSN 690 that we talk to often, like Mo Khan and Joey Alfieri and We just had Sean Campbell on. They're all good guys, but like TSN guys for the most part are like, it depends on where they are in the country. If they're not in Toronto, they're good. And the Toronto guys are the assholes.
In Toronto,
yeah.
Did you see James Myrtle come crying at me because I made a joke about? I asked what position Scott Wheeler played growing up because he looks like what's that guy Professor Frank from The Simpsons? Like, oh, Glyven, like that's how he looks. So I was just joking though.
Also, look at James Myrtle's Twitter. Look at his little banner up top. Look at how he holds a stick.
Yeah, bro. I sent you that. I was like, look how he holds his stick, bro. That's exactly what that tells you about that is the Athletics hockey coverage in picture, is how he's holding that stick. Other than like LeBron, like there's 10 elite writers there, and then the rest are just like hostile bottom feeders.
Yeah, exactly.
But there is to say that there's not LeBron's the GOAT, and I think Fluto Shizawa is the best Bruins beat writer there is.
I don't know. I have no idea what that is.
He's on The Athletic, right? You wouldn't know.
Okay, he's that guy. Okay.
Yeah.
I have The Athletic, but I don't subscribe.
Yeah, he's probably the best Bruins one.
The Athletic cut a lot of people, and they cut a guy for the Habs named Mark Dumont. And Mark Dumont now has his own podcast for the Habs, and he's great. He's come on our show a few times.
Party Gumbo. Yeah.
I love that Mancuso is the most hostile one, yet nobody goes after Mancuso during any of these streams. He just gets untouched.
Because the people like me.
Who do you guys have in that first round? It looked like Rebus was trying to
I had
dominate.
Rebus.
Yeah. It was a tough one.
Lot.
Yeah.
Wait till you. Oh! No, wait. Just wait.
Oh, she's looking to finish.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, we got to get on the same time here. Chris, tell us what your time is. Oh, no. Yeah.
Boy. Yeah.
All right. I guess we were wrong. You
guys are both so far ahead of me.
Chris is ahead of me, and then I think I'm ahead of you. I think Chris is way off.
Yeah, and it won't let me pause.
We got to get. Okay, well, we'll see. Next fight, as soon as it starts, Chris, pause it, and then we'll sync to a time.
I don't think you can pause.
I can't pause on my PlayStation. I won't the fight. It just plays in PlayStation Store. So I will just really not react. But I can't believe how is she thought the fight was finished by Herb Dean there. That fight was supposed to be over. She thought she's walking away, and he's like, I didn't stop the fight. And then she just goes up and beats the fucking shit out of her some more.
Okay, Jack, I'll pause. You and I will be on the same page at least because I'm gonna react. I have to. I can't not be like, oh.
Yeah. You guys get set up. I can do it.
It's not good.
I'm gonna start making food and shit soon too. I haven't eaten. I've been making sure that I can just make my food that I want to make tonight. Have a night.
I had pizza today. I'm thinking about having pizza again. I got it sitting next to me. Some cold pizza.
Nothing better than some cold pizza.
Nothing better than a little cold pizza.
Sprinkle a little water on it. Throw it in the microwave for 30 seconds.
Then I would have to go upstairs and miss the fights.
You can go now. You have 20 minutes before the next fight starts.
No, I'm just gonna eat it cold. I'm a savage.
Yeah, that's how you do.
I'm fucking Irish tonight, buddy.
Yeah, Jack doesn't give a fuck. Love it. UFC 257. Poirier McGregor 2. Rodriguez takes down. Rebus gets smacked there. What did you think about that? We didn't see that going that way, boys. We're 0-for-1 off the hop here.
We took the underdog. Didn't pay off.
Are you guys on my bookie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, boys. I don't have it on. I didn't take that fight.
No.
I took the Jessica I fight though. I took Jessica I at 210 against Joanne Calderwood.
I think that's a good pick. We'll see.
Well, I mean, Jessica I. The thing is about her is that she's lost some big fights, and Joanne Calderwood is she doesn't go down. She's a brawler. That chick, she's really good.
And you have Dan Hooker, which, I mean, it seems like Chandler's becoming a bigger and bigger underdog.
I have Hooker too, but Jack is big on Chandler.
I'm big on Chandler.
I'm huge on Chandler too, but like I said on the show this week, is that MMA guy, out of UFC guys when they first come in, there's that time period where it doesn't work. You know what I mean? It's it's almost like going from the NCAA to the NFL. It's a little bit faster. Everything's a little bit faster.
I know, but if you look at who I mean, Michael Chandler trains with. There's Gilbert Burns. There's Usman. He helped both of them train for their UFC title fights. I think he's ready, and I think he knows that it's going to be faster. I think that's half the battle.
Yeah.
I think Gaethje went in there. I think he thought he was just going to dominate like he was in the World Series of Fighting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gaethje was very raw when he came in. Very raw.
oh yeah.
Like, he was just throwing punches and just connecting on anybody who wanted to fight him. He beat the guy with one arm.
Exactly, yeah.
By decision, I think.
I can't believe that fight wasn't stopped there, and then she had to run in, and then just came and dropped her some more, and then Herb Dean like prematurely stopped it because he definitely knew he should have stopped it earlier. Like that's definitely what happened.
He was looking to see if she was okay. You know what I mean?
No, I know, and she took it as in she came in, which was funny. But then like he stopped that fight a little early, in my opinion. But I think because like it was going to happen, but
she was out on her feet. You saw her eyes after.
Yeah, that's true. She didn't.
She was out. I think one more shot she would have been done. Herb saved a few brain cells there. I think it should have been stopped before that.
He's a newfie, Jack.
I don't even get it. Jack has lice. Jack needs to go fishing. Like, what is up with the fish and the lice? They're two of the most random things.
It's the
because of
funniest.
your hair. It's because of your hat.
It's so fucking funny.
I don't think it is the hat. He's been saying this for like a while now.
That's so funny.
You have lice?
Yes, he's been doing the lice thing since the beginning of the World Juniors.
Well,
The fishing came in like the first round of the knockout stage.
Well, do you have lice? I mean, I'm gonna ask you that. Right?
No, and I've never had lice, not once.
I had it when I was like 10 once.
Yeah, I think when I was a kid, maybe I got.
So
What do you
these
think
who have had lice, you're calling the only guy on stream that hasn't had lice in his life.
Maybe it's because your beard looks like it has lots of other stuff, like crabs and stuff.
Yeah,
It's got like a couple bites of pizza. I ain't gonna lie.
a couple crabs maybe from the bar, but other than that, like fucking.
Chris, what do you think about the Bills tomorrow?
Buddy, I think you know what? I mean, are the stars aligning? Like, Mahomes is rattled. I know he's cleared concussion protocol, but like I've had concussions, they fucking suck. Like you feel kind of shitty. He might be a little off. That timing might be off. And like honestly, I haven't seen anyone who can really slow Josh Allen down that much. Like I don't know if the Chiefs defense can do it. They had a great matchup in their first meeting. I mean, obviously KFC's the favorite, but I think Buffalo has a shot here.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm taking the Bills.
Me too.
I'm outright taking the Bills.
I took the Bills.
I think at +3, it's a nice bet.
Yeah, it is a nice bet.
And it opened at +3, and the line didn't even move when Mahomes was confirmed.
No,
I don't even want the points. I don't even want them. No, I just want the Bills.
Are you a Pats fan?
I mean, I'm really an Alabama fan, and then like the NFL, I'm not diehard.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Like I'll root for the Patriots if but like to be honest, if I could trade 6 Patriots Super Bowls for one more Alabama title, I'm doing it without blinking my eyes.
Hey,
Really?
your boy.
Yes.
So Doug Maroney signed as the offensive line coach.
Yes, Terry.
How about Andrew Sanchez? He has a full-blown mullet. Wait till you guys see this guy.
Yeah, Sanchez was beauty. He used to train in Montreal. Joanne Calderwood also. I don't know if he still does though.
Actually, is that been made official yet, Terry? I mean, I know it's happening, but
What?
I didn't see any official word that Doug Marrone had been.
Yeah, signed as the offensive line coach. So
I wonder who knew that like a week ago.
I think you did. So the guy in the back there on the left, sitting down, I don't know if you guys just saw this, Eric Spicely. He got knocked out on Dana White's looking for a fight. The last one, the one they just posted this week. He got knocked out by some crazy Dagestani guy, and the guy's like 30 years old, and Dana White signed him on the spot.
Come on.
Yeah, he's like 29-2 or something like that.
Some guys are killers, bro.
I'll fight him. No, I won't.
So I think he's still fighting out of Montreal because Spicely used to fights out of Montreal too. So
Speaking of fighting, Jack, you were almost getting into a fight with Dwayne from Buffalo last time.
Trying. I mean, he's a huge coward, so it's going to be really difficult to get that guy to do anything.
The Boston Buffalo rivalry is real with you two.
Yeah, that guy couldn't be like a bigger pansy, but like I tried. I mean, completely disrespected him. Guy's got no heart, no balls.
I can't even take the side text part.
That's right, Wendell. He's offended we have an opinion. He's like the opposite of that. He hates those people. That's why he said that, because we're always getting in trouble. I'm offended that you have an opinion. That's right. Wendell knows to support tarpsoffsports.com, where PC bullshit takes a fucking walk every time. Put that PC shit on the bus. I don't want to fucking hear it. Tarpsoffsports.com, you're just going to have the fucking story. You're going to get it one way or the other. It's going to be biased every time because we're fans. And then it's on you guys to come in here, and we encourage you to come. Like, if you think we're wrong, say you fucking suck.
Sanchez is at TriStar.
Yeah, so they're both even spiced. Yeah, they're both at TriStar, I think.
TriStar has one hell of a group over there. Wonder Boy's still there too, right?
No, he's not there anymore.
No, he's not there anymore?
No, it's been a while. He trains with his dad now.
I thought his dad was at TriStar too, though. I thought he was a coach at TriStar.
No, his dad was never a coach. His dad's his coach, and then he used to join TriStar for their the game planning and stuff. Because TriStar and Greg Jackson's, they had their connection with GSP.
Yeah, Greg Jackson was GSP's fucking guy, right?
Yeah, he was his game planner.
Yeah, he got all his game planning from Greg Jackson, right?
Exactly.
He went into a fight and they came up with how they were going to handle it. It was that.
Yeah, like GSP had Faraz, Greg Jackson, John Danaher, and Phil Nurse. Phil Nurse, not a lot of people know who he is, but he's this little guy. He's a Muay Thai fighter. He's crazy guy. And then Faraz is, he's the master of TriStar, and Greg Jackson's the master of MMA. And then you had John Danaher, who was probably the most, how do you say it, the most cerebral jiu-jitsu guy in the world. He literally changed the entire way people look at jiu-jitsu in the last 5 years.
Is Greg Jackson the master of MMA, or is it Mike Perry's girlfriend that wrestled in high school? That's
a good point. I mean, if you look pound for pound, I think Mike Perry's girl. Did you see Mike Perry on Instagram this week?
No,
what did you do now?
Sad.
He's doing swipe ups for mybookie.com. You guys are mybookie.ag. Actually, I wanted to ask you that. Is it the same thing?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's just a different faction.
So he's doing swipe ups for that, making his picks. He was flexing in front of the mirror. He was being ultra weird, very weird.
I love it.
Yeah.
We need to get him on stream. He'll probably try to kill me, but we still need to do it.
Yeah, he's what we need in the world.
He wrote a blog that was Mike Perry loses the glass door on cuts or something like that.
I saw that.
Which was funny. I think I came up with the title for you, Jack, because I'm the title man.
Yeah, and I posted it right after. He's like, if I see one more blog about this, I'm gonna kill that blogger.
Yeah, he's
without a minute later.
I love how Kobe's I love watching the highlights here and watching Kobe contest that the fact that the ref stopped the fight when his face broke.
I know but he still is he thought he was fine to keep going.
That's the thing about Kobe is Kobe doesn't realize that when you lose is when you start slowing down talking shit until you win again. Conor McGregor learned that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can tell. He's at humble pie now.
Kobe's immediately after oh, you didn't win and then I love Usman. He's I broke your face. There's really nothing you can tell me. I literally broke your face.
Yeah,
that was a threat I used to make with my friends in high school. It's bro, I'm gonna break your face. He literally broke his face.
Yeah, bro, and it was crazy because I thought Covington was gonna give him a better fight. He didn't rise to the occasion. I think he got caught talking too much shit. We'll see if he smashes Masvidal, say Masvidal and him fight and he wins. You gotta run back him and Usman one more time.
See, I kind of disagree there, and I think Terry might too. Terry, who do you think should be the number one contender in that division?
No, I'm not saying right off the hop.
Or do you think it should be Gilbert Burns?
No, Gilbert Burns should fight him next. Burns should fight Usman next, but I'm just saying if Covington beats Masvidal, you can't keep him out of the winner of those two fights. He creates too much buzz. You've said before, Andy's right there in the rankings, but half the time rankings don't even fucking matter.
Yeah, but Gilbert Burns is the number 2 contender, and I think he should be number 1. Not that it matters. He's fighting Usman anyway.
But
exactly, what's going to happen with
next month?
What's happening with Leon Edwards?
That's true too.
Who's he supposed to? He's supposed to fight somebody, no?
Who is he fighting?
He's supposed to fight somebody.
I would like to see Covington fight Masvidal, and then I want to see him and Usman fight again. I do. I think they can run that back. That's a big enough rivalry to run back one time. And Usman,
he's fighting. Oh my god, I hate pronouncing. Kazat Chimenev.
Oh, Hamzat.
Hamzat?
Jesus. You can't give me these names, guys.
Yeah, Jack could not do the names that bad, too.
Hamzat Chimaev.
I could spell it.
Hamzat.
I can spell his last name.
Andrew Sanchez and Muradov are fighting now, or it's coming up.
Yeah, so that's
now you're opening the door for Greek rocket chirps.
It's like Chimaev. People online call him kumtwat.
Isn't it Chimenev? I think I got the pronunciation right.
Chimaev. Say it with me. Chimaev.
Chimaev.
Is this guy the first Czech Republic fighter of all time, or what's going on?
I love that mullet.
Well, what are you seeing? What are you looking at right now?
I'm just talking about mullets, man. I'm just talking about the guy fighting. I just like his mullet.
Well, what's your screen? What do you see on your screen?
I see Andrew Sanchez
walking out
versus the match. It's saying.
Oh my God, man! Mancuso's like a minute ahead of me.
No, he's not that far. Well, wait till the fight starts.
Walking out.
Oh, okay. You're behind me then.
You're both way ahead of me.
Muradov is walking out.
Oh, I don't see that yet.
He's from Uzbekistan. Remember you guys remember in fucking.
He had a Czech Republic flag behind him.
He's like next to Ashhole's Uzbekistan.
No, I don't remember that at all.
I'm trying to reload mine because I'm so far behind.
Terry Tam, if you shout me out right now, I would give you a brown belt.
I already have a brown belt, DG. Fuck yourself. So Duong is he's a guy who used to train in Montreal. I think he's in Toronto. He moved to Toronto. He's this little Asian guy. We called him
Oh, guys, we got Robin Black here. I'm going to bring him in.
Here we go.
Okay, Jack, get the social media post ready, okay? You do that.
So Duong is DG's probably the worst black belt in Canada, I'd say.
Worst in Canada. Okay, guys, here we go. Speaking of a great man. Robin.
What's happening?
There he is. Let's go. What's happening, Robin Black?
What is up?
The man, he's here. Cheers, buddy. Good to see you. How's everything going tonight? You having a good time?
Yeah, I'm drinking iced coffee because I still got to work tonight. But what do you guys got in those cups?
We got some Japanese whiskey for you, Rob.
I got some Pink Whitney.
Pink Whitney, and then I mix it with the mic. With the Mike's Hard, I do a little, mix it with a little bit.
See, Robin, I'm the more refined one of the group, obviously, as you can see.
Yeah,
I can see that. I've actually had some Japanese scotch before, and I get it. Yeah, I get it. I don't know about mixing it with hard lemonade. that's heavy. I got to do caffeine.
I'm not mixing it with
until see, that's the way to do it. I got to do caffeine until after Sports Center tonight.
Definitely.
I'm gonna have to fix my hair and put on a suit and stuff. All that still has to take place. But so how's things? You guys get together on the regular to hang out during fights?
Yes. We just started up an MMA podcast. I have a sports website, right? So I started in hockey. I'm not a big fan of the hockey media landscape, and I like other sports, right? I mean, I'm huge into MMA, football, that. So started that up, and then these are my buddies who enjoy the mixed martial arts as much as I do. So we're just doing some live streams for the fights, have some people come through and hang out, watch the fights. I mean, it's coronavirus, right? You can't not like I can have my buddies over or anything, so we might as well hang out virtually, and that's it. That's it.
No, I'm back.
There you go.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, you can't get together, so you might as well try to do it virtually. I do a live stream during Bellator events. I had Chuck Liddell on mine a couple of weeks ago, and he hung out for
That's awesome.
4 hours. It was so crazy. And it was one of those things. I interviewed Chuck Liddell, and I know Chuck a little bit from a number of things. I was at a watch party once with him watching Shogun versus Forrest Griffin.
Oh man,
which was cool. And but when you watch the the highlights in advance on was it Shogun's highlight? He knocked out Chuck, I think so.
Yeah.
You see Chuck kind of looking away, during some of that, which is normal. I don't want to see myself get knocked out constantly on television. But Chuck's a genius, a really cool dude. Really interesting guy. So it's fun to just hang out, watch fights, and chat.
Yeah,
we can do this is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Even last year, like before, I remember like the pandemic happened, and then like Zoom and all these like Hangouts and stuff came right through here. But it's awesome, man. And I mean, this whole Fight Island. I mean, you're in the industry. Everybody at the beginning said it's not going to work. You know, putting the fighters at risk. It's been almost flawless. And I don't think the sport's ever. Do you think the sport's ever been bigger than it is right now?
It's interesting because when you're in it, it's really hard to say. Like, I have a hard time. We're in it. We're watching everything. We're consuming everything. The whole world is like that with different things.
Yeah.
So everyone we talk to knows all about this kind of stuff. But then when I go to like my wife's family's barbecue, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you still doing that fighting thing?" And these are sports
fighting
fans. You know, these are sports fans. These are not like
Yeah.
So people are in their niches, but people are in their niches. So if you're in it, you're deeper in it than you've ever been, I think.
Yeah.
You know, which I think is really cool. But it's tricky because, you grab 100 people at random and you ask them, name me the UFC bantamweight or featherweight or welterweight champion. None of them can do it. But if you take people who consume fighting, they are consuming way more than they ever have on a way deeper level, right? So it's a strange kind of, but this is just the reality of how the world changes and humans change and the way we consume things change.
Well, nobody ever cares about the small guys. Even back then in boxing, it was always the heavyweight was the baddest guy in the world, right? It was never like you didn't really know who the junior middleweight champion was at the time, you know? And that's what it is. So people know who, let's say, Stipe is more of a household name than Peter Yan is. That's for sure. You know what I mean? So there's that.
Yeah, it's true. And that's really interesting. It's probably something in the way we present it, because there are no heavyweight gymnasts. Right, but if you go and you put on the Olympics and gymnastics is going on, you're like, I want to see these people fly through the air and do crazy shit, right? But they don't have heavyweight gymnasts. It's just something in the way that it's presented, but also the idea, just the word heavyweight champion of the world. That sounds so badass.
It is, yeah. It is.
Baddest man in the world.
Yeah.
So
You know?
so Robin, so we got a guy coming in from Bellator, a former Bellator champion, and Michael Chandler. How do you think he does in his UFC debut tonight?
USA debut.
Yeah.
UFC.
Heavy, man. Like, Mike's my friend. I've been analyzing Mike coming up years before I ever worked for, got to get deep into any of this stuff. I worked at Fight Network, was a 24-hour. You guys are all Canadian, right?
Yes.
I'm the lone American.
Oh yeah, we don't care about him.
I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, but I'm living in Maine now.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah, Boston's all right, man. There's some great cities in America. Definitely Boston is one of them. But yeah, it's Michael. So Fight Network was a small network in Canada where we just spent all day. It's like the Food Network, but fighting. All day long, we just talked about fighting, looked at fighting, all different kinds of it. It was a great place to kind of get to really do so much deep stuff that I got to see it all so different. And my buddy Ramdean and I we were obsessed with Michael Chandler early. And, some of the greats, like the greats, have that blend of like super high athletic platform, right? They're just badass athletes. Like Michael Chandler, I said gymnast. Michael Chandler would be fucking mind-blowing gymnast. Michael Chandler could win like American Ninja Warrior. Like whatever you do, and you get this super athletic, super competitive dude, and you put him at that thing, he's gonna do well. His body, the machine of his body is capable of doing great stuff. Mm-hmm. And then he has that sort of mindset that like just blow through everything mindset. The weird part is like there's so much variation in the human body, right? Dan Hooker just isn't like other people. It seems subtle, but there's no other Dan Hooker. So when you go to get ready, you try to bring in guys who are long, who have like high knees. You sort of try to get them to emulate him as best as possible, but it's very hard to do. That's the hardest part for Mike. I don't think Mike's a game day guy. Like pressure, he's good, and that's not an absolute. We all can fold, but Mike on game day, under the pressure, when people like his last fight in Bellator, no contract in the world, no contract extension, full free agent, knocks out Ben Henderson from Southpaw.
In one round.
Yeah, that's right. You know, that's Mike. So I think Mike should do well, but I'm nervous. Like
Hooker's no joke, right?
Hooker's a tough fight. Yeah, he's a tough matchup. He's long. He's long.
And nobody has that knee like he does. Those knees are lethal.
Yeah.
That reach is going to be a problem. Yeah.
And you're standing up. Like that, he will throw the knee higher than Michael's head. Mike also, when Mike's fighting down real low. That's part of the nature of the threat too. Like he's low enough that he can scoop up your leg or like deeply strike inwards. And so he's down there susceptible to that knee. But if you throw it and you don't knock him unconscious, you'll be on your back and Mike will be all over you. It's tough, man. I'll be nervous. Like I'll be all fucking like you get that kind of very stressy vibe going on when your friends fight or when people you're really deeply attached to fight. And definitely, I'm feeling that even talking about it.
Yeah. Well, you said there's no other Dan Hooker. You can't prepare for Dan Hooker. But has Dan Hooker ever fought a wrestler like Michael Chandler?
That's the thing. Like, that's the really cool thing about it. A lot of the things we talk about, you know, honestly, when I'm being dead honest, the longer I do this, the more I learn. You start to outgrow or out-understand your own language. So in other words, a lot of the stuff we say is fucking nonsense, right? The job of the sports broadcaster is often to say fairly nonsensical shit.
Yeah.
Like,
all three of us.
You know, all four of us, right?
Yeah.
The job starts to be to try to find the ways to do it truthfully and to create something or say something or go somewhere that can somehow like scratch something a little deeper or more interesting or create a provocative way of thinking about it. Because we'll often say, oh man, this guy, like, you know, he's so fast. What the fuck does that mean? Every training partner you're training with is fast. Everybody you're facing, everybody's a great athlete. But the speed at which Tyron Woodley closes distance from here to here must be experienced to actually know. And all the preparation in the world for Michael Chandler. When Mike bounces in behind that jab, it's fucking faster than you're expecting. So you don't know until you know. So all the conversations and a lot of the old school conversations in sports that we do, hey, you know, how's this going to look? Well, you know, Conor McGregor, he's got that crazy left hand, but Dustin Poirier, black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I'm just saying shit, right? We're just saying stuff. That's not real.
MMA math, it doesn't work, right?
Yeah, it's not real. Like, you know, it's just the shit we say. Now, why do I bring that up? I bring it up on YouTube. I even infiltrated a little into Sports Center and Bellator when I'm working because I want to present the idea for myself and at least ask myself, am I limiting my thinking and what I'm talking about just to check the boxes of being a sports broadcaster? Because if I am, fuck that. That's not why I got into trying to do something, was just to say knockout power with both hands, striker versus grappler in a stylistic matchup. Like, I didn't just want to get a paycheck to get my chance to say that nonsense. I want to push myself to go, what am I really saying and how can I do something more than that? And to do it, first we have to recognize when we're talking bullshit. These days, and you know, a lot of these commentators are like true friends. John Anik is a true friend. Joe Rogan is a actual human friend of mine. And I'll listen to them because they're my friends. But a lot of the time I want to put music on during this. I'll put music on so that I can hear something else and then allow myself to see whatever I'm actually seeing instead of hearing the narrative. But I'll turn it up here and there and I'll hear things, and I'm not trying to criticize anybody, but we all do it. I heard Dan Cormier today say something like, when I turned up because Sarah McMahon was fighting, and I heard Dan say, well, you know, her wrestling, of course, is amazing, but her striking, you know, not quite at that level, still improving. Dan's just saying the thing that Dan knows his boss wants him to say as a broadcaster, that he expects the audience wants to hear. She fought one time in 3 years. Dan Cormier knows full fucking well she trains 10 hours a week to improve her striking. 45 weeks a year. That's 450 hours for three years. That's 1,350 hours of improvement that he has not seen. And he knows that. So why would he say that? He says that because he's a broadcaster, and that's what he feels his boss would want him to say to the audience that wants to hear it. But it's not fucking logical.
No.
And so we have to, no, we don't have to. We can do anything we want. But we can go in and go, wait a second. What are we fucking doing here? What's our purpose? What did we come here to do? Did we come here to just get our turn to say sports shit? Or did we come here to actually see if we can peel some layers and do some shit? And that's what you guys should be doing. You guys have your own platform in which you can fucking explore the world in any way possible. You don't have bosses or rules or structure. Your job is incumbent upon you guys to fucking push the boundaries of thought and conversation on these topics.
I love it.
Man, I love it. It's encouraging.
You're 100% right, Robin, when it comes to that, because I find also, you could probably correct me if I'm wrong, but I find it becomes contagious. So like the narrative with this whole Conor and Poirier fight was Conor's left hand. He's going to be able to do it again. I mean, we spoke about it on our show, and then people started talking about if Poirier closes the distance. And then I found, like, if he closes the distance quick, then I started saying that. And then Jack jumped. He's like, you know what, Terry, you're right. And then he started saying it. So it's like it just becomes contagious across the board. And then original thought. Then people start changing their thought. It'd be like, okay, I want to disagree with that person, so I'm gonna go with this avenue. And then we see all these different. Then a guy like you, who knows the game a lot better than us, will see all these different avenues, be able to make a proper breakdown of the whole fight. And that's what's great about the sport now, is that everybody knows a little bit. It's just like hockey.
Yeah, that's great and awful. Right?
Exactly.
It's also awful.
I was going to say,
because a guy like Chris is going to say that, act like he knows what he's talking about, but he doesn't know idea what he's talking about.
Here we go. I'll come down there and choke
everything. You're going to go all the way down to fucking Maine.
Montreal. I'm in Montreal.
Oh, yeah, Montreal. You're going to spend an hour going to the airport, 30 minutes waiting for your flight to take a 1 hour flight, or you're going to go to the train station and take a 4 hour train to go there and choke him out.
He's pretty petty. I wouldn't put it past him.
And then we'll just crush some beers.
Still open. If the Brass Rail or whatever it's called, what's the strip club in Montreal? If that was still open, I'd come down.
It's all strip clubs.
Yeah, St. Catherine Street is full of them.
Yeah, if it wasn't coronavirus lockdown, I'd be coming down there.
How about this, Chris? You come down to Gracie Baja West Island, and we'll roll and we'll see what happens.
We'll establish a hierarchy of alpha here. No, it's true. Once we think we don't know anything, we tend to actually reject new information. And then we actually build sort of a structure of how we think things work, which is not based on deep thought or deep examination. It's based on hearing Cormier or Joe, my buddy, or Anik, who I respect, or Robin Black on his stupid YouTube channel, or you guys, or whatever. We hear somebody say something which is said for many reasons, not all of which is just truthful.
Fact, yeah.
Sometimes we have to say, oh my God, nice right hand. Is it a nice right hand? It was his right hand.
It was something.
It was something, right? Like, we have to just say something. That's our job. But the process of doing it is a very, very interesting one. So let's take this, for example. So Conor McGregor throws a left hand. Now, people, if any of us, so we have you guys, and how much have you trained at Gracie Baja in Montreal? Do you have a blue belt or a purple belt? Or
brown belt? 12 years.
Really?
12 years. Yeah, brown belt, yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
So you have 10 or 12 years of competitive martial arts training. Mm-hmm. Your knowledge compared to someone on Twitter who watches 10 UFCs a year, compared to Conor McGregor or his coach, all vary, all deeply varying. Yes. But we will speak to each other as if we're all somewhat equal, because we learned that from watching fucking CNN and Fox and MSNBC and
ESPN. Everybody thinks they know everything about football.
Everybody knows everything about fucking everything. What it does is it teaches us to think we know shit, which stops us from actually learning anything. So,
very good point.
And when we look at it from a jiu-jitsu perspective, somebody said, you'll hear this. And again, I heard this today. Oh, you got to be careful with the can opener. Are you fucking kidding me? The reality of life, this is how we watch this take place. And there's one simple idea. I'm in your guard. Sorry, you're in my guard because you've been training longer than I have. You're in my guard and you choose to open it. You may apply pressure to my spine with your forearms in my collarbone to use that to open my guard.
That's a Glenn McKenzie special right there.
Yeah, and it works.
It works.
When people started doing it in a fight environment, when you did that, sometimes I would apply an armbar. I would swing my hips and try to armbar you as you were doing that. So what did people do? They did the most counterintuitive truth of martial art. They went against all of the theory, all of the thoughts of thousands of years of human combat. They stopped doing it. That's not what the fuck you do. So a guard is there. I must open it. I have a tool to open it. Wait a second. That tool leaves me susceptible to another attack. Don't ever do it again. No, you just solved the problem. If you're getting armbarred, you solve the problem. Either you use that armbar for some other purpose, or you take the armbar away through positioning your hips, whatever. But you don't throw away an entire generation of technique simply because it now has a counter. This counter to counter to counter to response is how all martial arts has evolved. So when we take that simple analogy and we apply it to Conor McGregor's left hand, if anybody watching at home who's never fought ever in their life or trained or had less than 800 sparring sessions at a reasonable level, if they think they have an answer, that they should be capable of having an answer to somebody saying, what do you do about Conor McGregor's left hand? That's fucking insanity. That's like me thinking I know what the answer to a pulmonary fucking, explosion is.
Yeah.
Something happens in the middle of heart surgery, and I watched Grey's Anatomy, and now I know a pulmonary embolism, and fucking I know the answer. How the fuck would I know that? I'm not a doctor. But yet you can watch, Paul Felder talk on television in the context of sport, which is a separate language not designed for educational purposes, designed only for entertainment. You can do that and then be like, I know the answer to Conor's left hand. All we got to do is close the distance. And so now the answer to that, here's the thing. We move to something else. We go to finance, the finance world. If you play the stock market, you don't fucking play the news, you play the reaction, right? So the housing market is dropping. What do? Fuck, we better sell our houses. No, we say, wait a second, everyone's selling their houses. That reaction will get the market to drop. When the market drops, we'll buy a cheap house.
Yeah.
So Conor McGregor's left hand, he's not dealing with what you do. I'm not dealing with you. I'm dealing with your reaction. So I throw my left hand. What does Cowboy do? He gets under. He closes the distance. What do? Fucking shoulder his face off. The root of the weapon, the shortened version of the same weapon, plays his response. His reaction is close the distance. My response, a response is a trained response. A reaction is a natural reaction. You react, you get in. My response, I've created a weapon. So what does he do? Second response. This all takes place in 1 minute. Cowboy moves away. You move away from this weapon, and instead this weapon trails in behind.
Yeah.
Two responses, both of which were fucking expected, because fighting isn't Twitter. You're a brown belt. What somebody thinks you should do to stop somebody from passing is not what you really do, because you've been training martial arts for 12 years. What Conor does is he doesn't play some journalist's response to what you do to shut down. Maybe leg kicks. And I saw that. And even I saw that with even if leg kicks is a key element to the stopping Conor McGregor tonight.
Yeah.
Maybe use leg kicks is not the fucking answer, because if it is the answer, you think John Kavanaugh maybe thought of that too.
You know what, Robin? I go through I don't know if you guys are up to date now, but Andrew Sanchez was winning that fight. I don't know about you
it
guys.
looks like it. Yeah. I got it sort of right here.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah. But think about that, right? Maybe we should use leg kicks. It's like somebody fucking text Kavanaugh. What if he uses leg kicks? Oh fuck, we never thought of that.
I go through it every time I watch the fights with friends of mine that some guys know a little bit, but some guys have no idea, and they're always like, oh, he should do this, and I'll be something like, oh, that won't work because of this, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, it'll work, and they'll convince themselves that it works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, they don't know
you don't know. You only got a brown belt.
heart surgery.
Exactly.
Heart surgery, right? They don't know. I don't know anything about cars. And for some really weird reason, in 2021, somebody will walk into a car dealership and they watched a car race once and then opened their hoods 11 times in their life, and the mechanic would say, "This is how this works," and the guy would be like, "Are you sure? Well, maybe this tube actually is made of maybe it's magical." I don't know.
Yeah, I read online you could do this, like WebMD. WebMD is the ultimate thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, my answer is, what is it? You have colon cancer. That's what it is.
Always,
right,
always
yeah.
cancer. Even if you just got a cold, it's cancer.
Yeah.
Always
Every
cancer.
time. Always.
Oh.
Every time. You got 6 months to live, no matter what.
Well, we better drink a lot more like Japanese whiskey mixed with
I got
hard
you.
lemonade.
No, I'm not mixing it, man. It's only they're mixing Pink Whitney in that vodka and pink lemonade and Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Shit. Man, you
I
guys
got
are gonna be
that's
barfing weird colors.
Crazy and Pink Whitney.
I have Pink Whitney. I've had it before. I get it.
It's not.
for
It's
sure.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good
But
stuff.
it sneaks up on you very quickly.
Yeah, that's what's
Yeah.
funny.
I think.
A couple in, you're like, that's not bad. You're like, whoa,
yeah.
I'm buzzed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Another headache the next day for sure, guaranteed every time.
So when's the last time you were in Montreal, Robin, to train? Or was the next
I
time
was
you were
at
in Montreal?
last time I was there. Honestly, I got to roll with George St. Pierre, which is not like a real thing. That's mostly just George, playing with you, like he's your father and you're 7.
Yeah.
But I was in Montreal probably January of 2020,
Okay.
January or February. And when I'm there, usually Faraz will invite me to come train. And it's where do you train there? Where do you train?
Gracie Baja, but West Island. So so we have like 6 affiliates of Gracie Baja, Montreal. So I used to train downtown with Bruno Fernandez. He's the professor over there. But I switched to closer to home. Yeah, Bruno's a great guy.
Yeah, really good. I took a couple seminars from him in Toronto in maybe like 2015 or something.
That guy's very impressive. He's a doctor. He's he's a surfer. He's a world traveler. He's a good guy. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from Bruno
very
for sure.
excited.
But as the school got bigger, it was just hard to train with Bruno. So then I just went to the Gracie Baja affiliate closer to home, which is a lot better. There's a lot more younger guys there. We have a good competition team, so it's pretty fun, and I'm having a good time.
When you compete, what weight do you compete at?
221.
Oh shit.
I'm 5'9", like 240, but I haven't competed in a couple of years, obviously, because Quebec. There's jiu-jitsu tournaments in Quebec are illegal now. We can't compete
so
anymore, so we
crazy.
have to travel. It's the stupidest thing. It's the stupidest thing, Robin.
Jiu-jitsu is illegal in Quebec?
To tournaments,
Yeah, tournaments. It's so fucked up. And last time I competed was before I was fighting MMA, or maybe in my first couple of fights, and I got bronze at Pan Am's in Blue Belt Masters.
Well, that's
which
cool.
is a pretty legit. Yeah, that's a nice that's one of those ones where it's like I actually got a real, and I won NAGA Worlds in New York that same
awesome.
year. Yeah. So I actually had enough success in jiu-jitsu tournaments to at least be able to, and last 2 got to be tapped out in front of people I knew as well. Like you have to have that experience too. It's really important.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu, you must lose daily. If you don't, you have to find someone better to train.
Oh, big time. If you're the best guy in your gym, you're in the wrong gym. That's what they say all the time, right? So
100%.
yeah, you got it. You can't be the best guy in your gym.
No,
That's
it's
awesome.
really important too. Like you have to fail in life. Like it's really important. That's one of the things you're training for, so that you can have deaths every day. You can be like, I would be dead here if and you get to experience that. It's really important to your life to experience those things. My wife is texting me, so I'm gonna have to, and I've gotta fucking put this together.
Yeah, you gotta put yourself together.
Look at this nonsense.
Hey, thank you for coming on, though, Robin.
We
That was
appreciate it,
awesome.
Robin, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for the tips.
Yeah, no, I'm really glad I could come on. We were in touch about chatting. We'll do it again, and Chael Sonnen and Joe Rogan, and these people have been so generous to me when I'm starting new things, new projects. So it's really important to me to meet people and try my best to do the
Man,
same
we
if I
appreciate
can.
you coming.
Yeah, we
man.
appreciate it.
We
man.
appreciate
Big
it. Yeah, big time.
surprise. Love it. Wasn't expecting it, man. We'll see you tonight on Sports Center. Robin,
All right.
back. Enjoy the hostilities, my friend. Give us a pink.
I will give you enjoy the hostilities, my friends. Pink, black out.
That's
There
it.
it is.
Robin Black. There it is.
I love it, man. What a beauty.
Commercial break.
Wow.
Baby's been screaming at me. 1 sec.
Yeah, no way.
Oh, he can't take me. I'ma cross over and break your ankles. I'ma highlight. Now watch me shine. Watch me shine. Watch me shine. Oh, he can't take me. I'ma cross over and break your ankles. I'ma highlight. Now watch me shine. Watch me shine. Watch me shine.
Here we
Dang.
go.
I realize we don't have a Tarps Off MMA commercial in there. We need to put Jose Aldo, his body with Terry Tam's head, and me on McGregor just slipping the right and boom.
That would be excellent, man. That would be so excellent. Speaking of excellent, how about Robin Black?
Wow. That was awesome. Especially, and he's so right. Like, it's so stupid how the media just says, like, oh, what amazing left hand. Was it an amazing left hand? Or was it just like a fucking jab that didn't do any damage?
Right.
I'm gonna watch for myself doing that, and I might rock myself in the chin every time I do it now.
No, exactly, man. Exactly. I don't know what happened to Terry. He's got no video there. I see him down there, but his video's gone. So we'll wait for him to figure that out. But what a time. That was awesome. He was electric factor. I just shut up and let him talk. Like, he knows exactly what he's talking about, man. We could all just sit back and let him explain. He had a good time, too, which is great.
Yeah, and came on, he taught us a thing or two. Like, I learned a lot from that talk, too. So that was awesome.
Man. Yeah, it's not often that you get to learn from someone as educated in the sport. I mean, as Robin. I mean, he hasn't been around as long as you would think, but he's a student of the game. He loves it. And like he said, guys like Joe Rogan and his buddies like that always helped him get over. So for him to come on here and enjoy the hostilities with us for a little bit was a great time.
I actually did do some jiu-jitsu, by the way, Greek Rocket.
Chris,
was I good at it? No.
What did I do? I bet it's going to be because I haven't remembered to set a fantasy hockey lineup in like 3 days on anything.
My team's making a comeback right now. I just wouldn't sleep on me. All I'm saying.
There we go.
What's going on, boys?
What's going on? That was
my whole entire fantasy hockey team got the vid.
Hey.
Like if you look at the COVID list, it's like every other guy is on my fantasy hockey team.
Seriously?
Yeah, my whole entire team. I might just name my team like the COVID list.
The COVIDious 19 team. I don't know. But boys, what a time. Robin was wired up tonight. Hey, you think he's wound up for the fight?
Oh, big time. Fuck.
Of course.
You think he's excited? I saw his foot in his sock right in the screen. He was throwing kicks at the screen. He's high energy, man. I love that guy. He's the best. That was so unexpected. That was so awesome.
He's the absolute best. I mean, like, I don't think anybody could ever say a bad word about him. I don't know I didn't want to ask him either, but I don't know what happened with him in the UFC. I don't know. He was hired by them, and then they kind of started. They flagged his account because he was doing breakdowns, like his things, his little breakdowns that he does. They flagged him for posting the videos, and it was this whole mess. And he never addressed it because he didn't want to, like. He's like, it is what it is. It's their business.
He also just doesn't care. On to the next one.
Yeah, and now he's with Bellator. And I think he's much better off with Bellator. It's like
I think so too. I think he should.
Yeah, he has a lot more opportunity.
Wait, 1 sec. I don't know what's up with my baby. He's tripping out. I gotta go check on him. But
he's ready for McGregor.
Oh yeah.
He's like, what the hell's taking so long? Why are we looking at Brett Nakamoto on TV? I love that. I love the way they're broadcast now, the way they do it. And now what they do is, like, I don't know if they'll show it on this one, but on the Wednesday card, they had like this big like graphic, but it was like an animated graphic in the back with like a flag of the fighter and shit. It's pretty cool. The UFC does everything perfectly, man. Perfectly. They're flawless in everything they do. I thought she was Irish. I guess she's Scottish.
Scottish, yes.
Yeah. She used to train out of Montreal.
Well, it's like Tyson Fury. I mean, every time you ask him where he's from, I'll give you a different country.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He really pissed people off because he said he was from Ireland. And then he said he was from, like, Northern Ireland. And people in
he's
the
from
Boston
Manchester.
community lost it. Yeah, he's from, like, England, but he's
Manchester. Like, he has his accent is, like, straight out of Manchester, Michael Bisping. Like, they sound exactly the same.
Oh, he really pissed people off when he said he was from Northern Ireland. Like, they wanted to just disown him. And then he said he was from, he said he was from, now I can't remember. Whatever. The United Kingdom. That pissed people off, too.
Well, when you say you're from the UK, is like, it's everything. It's Scotland.
Yeah, but if
Wales.
you say you're from Ireland, you don't say you're from the UK.
No, if you say you're from Northern Ireland, you say you're from the UK. Is that right?
Yes. That's a big. We're not even going to get into that dilemma. That's a bigger fight than a UFC fight.
This is actually a sick fight. I'm happy that this is on the main card. This could have easily headlined the prelims.
Yeah, I mean, Jessica I is a fan favorite, but
she's not the betting favorite.
Fan favorite.
Oh, fan favorite. Joanne Calderwood's got like a big following because she's such a good person. You know.
Yes,
I mean?
I'm well aware Northern Ireland is a part of the UK, but that's a big. Yes, it's a big issue though. They didn't separate kindly, and they're still not separated kindly.
So wait, Northern Ireland isn't part of the UK, but Ireland is.
No, Northern Ireland is a part of the UK.
Ireland
and Ireland is not, and Ireland is not happy that Northern Ireland is Northern Ireland, and it's not a part of Ireland.
And that's what
started a couple wars.
A few wars, yeah. One sec.
We're not doing a history lesson here though tonight. We got a fight. We got a good one here too. Oh, I'm by myself. Good. They can't spoil it for me. They're both Terry is like 1 second ahead of me, and Mancuso is like a whole minute ahead of me. Jack's UFC diet is fried chicken, and ain't nothing wrong with that. You ain't wrong. Fried chicken and pizza. No, I actually always made weight. Never missed weight. Yeah, you can't really see the ring behind us, but also there's nothing going on in the ring behind us. That is a picture of the ring. We cannot show the fights because, as Dana said, that's fucking illegal. Both fighters coming to the cage now. I'm pretty excited for this one. I'm excited for this whole card here. We got good fights for the rest of the night. And can Michael Chandler pull off the upset over Dan Hooker? I think so. Terry does not. Chris Mancuso does not. They're picking Dan Hooker. I'm picking Michael Chandler. So the hostilities begin in the co-main event here. And then we get into the main event where me and Mancuso are picking Conor McGregor. Terry Tam has Poirier by decision. Oh, you're gonna give me the figure 4 Greek Rocket? All right, Greek Rocket. We might have to step in the octagon. We might have to give the fans the fight because Dwayne from Buffalo is too scared. But I know you're not a wuss, so maybe I'll have to give you the shot, Greek Rocket. A minus 115 favorite. Here we go.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just going over our picks for the co-main event and the main event, letting the people know because they're coming up after this one, aren't they?
Yeah. There's after this, I'm migrating to the couch so I can watch it with my girlfriend next to me. She wants to see Conor lose.
Oh, there we go. Are you staying on or?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay on. I'm just I'm not gonna have this set up in my office here.
I know you better be careful. You never know. She might start replacing you on like the Tarps Off MMA podcast. Who knows? If she does a good job, you could be in for it.
She's a much better looking person than I am. That's for sure. That's for sure.
That's how it usually goes.
I'm batting. I'm punching way above my weight class here. This ref always makes me laugh. Okay, let's sync up, okay?
How much did you pay again, Jack? Oh, yeah, we should sync up.
So I'll tell you what I'm at. I'll tell you when it starts.
So I'm at 455.
Okay, wait. I got 54, 53, 52, 51,
all right.
50, 49. We're like a second off, I guess, right?
Yep. So I think I should have timed it. Somehow you got behind me. We keep switching. That's the issue.
Okay, it's weird.
So what are you at now?
37, 36.
Okay, boom.
35,
we nailed it.
Perfect. Oh, quick up against the cage there. That's what you thought was going to happen because Calderwood, she's a good fighter, but she's not like physically strong. And Jessica I is like physically fucking strong. You know
We
what I mean?
did that in like the worst way possible, timing it together, but somehow we nailed it.
That's what happens when a Bruins fan and a Habs fan get together. Somehow.
So we found a way.
Yeah, somehow.
At first, I was like, "Oh shoot, I paused that way too long." But then I had you count again. I'm like, "Oh nope, we got it."
I love the way John Calderwood talks. She's so like calm. She's such a soft voice, but then she goes in there and she's a fucking
A
murderer.
murderer.
Yeah.
But what about like Michelle Watterson? She seems like the nicest girl on the planet.
Sweetie,
And
man.
then bang.
Sweetie,
you
what-
don't want to fight her.
Do you have the link to the StreamYard? Oh, I
I
can
do not.
I'm gonna
Mancuso has it.
I'm
Oh
gonna
wait,
send
yeah,
it.
I think you can send it.
Yeah.
But
I'm just
Mancuso's
record
gonna
it.
have to let him in. That's
Oh,
what
okay,
happens. Yeah,
I was gonna send it to my buddy Adam here.
absolutely.
Yeah, he knows a lot. Adam is he's a trainer here in Montreal, but he's boxed for a long time and he knows so much about the UFC. It's unbelievable. He knows so much about MMA in general.
I was a wrestler in high school and took some jiu-jitsu classes in Alabama, and I thought it would translate well. Also, like kids from Brazil, like we have a lot of Brazilian kids at Alabama. Like they all did the jiu-jitsu, so I was going against really good kids.
You know what? That's funny
It
because
doesn't translate too well.
there's a basketball player that was from Brazil that went to University of Alabama.
That doesn't shock me.
I'm trying to remember what his name was.
But boy, my very first experience with an actual jiu-jitsu, like you don't call it a fight, but like a match.
Yeah.
It ended quickly, and I don't remember it. I remember them saying go, and then I remember my buddy Tyler shaking me to wake me up.
Oh, for real? You tapped out? You choked out?
Oh yeah,
I've never been choked out before. I've been close, but I've choked out a couple
Ugh.
people, but I've never been choked out. The trick is that when the guy has a choke in and you know it's tight, you got to look as far away as possible. And if the room starts closing in, then you tap out, or else you're gonna go out. Or if you start hearing planes coming in, like
I think that's what happened to me.
Yeah,
I
if you
was
hear the planes, yeah, just tap.
I think I was hearing planes.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think
buzzing.
the room closed, and then you just said the planes. I'm like, oh, okay,
like-
that has a
You
little bit of a.
You won't notice the room closing unless you're looking really far away. So if some guy has a choke on you, like try and find the furthest part in the room to look away from. And if you can't, like just like a corner of the room, like a wall. And if the room starts getting smaller, then yeah, tap out. Because
What was the worst was I would always win against, like, because they did it in like a tournament format, and I always win my first one like easily. And then the second kid I would go against would always beat me just as easily as I beat the first kid.
it's always like that, man. Always like you get your one, you're like the brackets are set up. You go, like, oh, this guy was easy. Okay, this guy's gonna be a little bit harder, then boom, you're out. Like,
Don't dust it.
I'm not gonna say that's never happened to me before. I'm not gonna say
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that first one was easy. I'm getting better. No, I ain't.
that happened to me at the last tournament I did. It was IBGF in Montreal. It was probably 2017. I was a purple belt. No, 2016. I was a purple belt. First fight, win on points. Like I won like 8-2, whatever it was. I forgot what it was. I took the guy down, passed his guard. I got a bunch of points accumulated. Then I ended up chilling. I tried to tap him out. Didn't work. And then the next fight, all confident, I go in and the guy tapped me out in under a minute. He shot, took me down, took my back, and he bow and arrowed me.
The worst was going from wrestling season to hockey, though.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
packing on the weight again. I'm like on the ice. I'm like getting leveled. I'm like, Jesus, I gotta put the weight back on.
It's very different, I guess. Hockey and wrestling like strength.
Well, yeah. I mean, but the other issue was I was wrestling at 140. You don't play hockey at 140.
No, especially when you're a tall guy. I know how tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty
I
short.
thought you were over 6 feet. I'm 5'9", man. Screw you. Short. Short. Fuck you, short.
No, you would think I'm big, but no, just tiny little guy that hits real hard.
Did you ever box? Is your Irish guy from Boston?
My sister boxed. My grandfather boxed. I wish I boxed. I should have boxed.
You're dressed like a Irish, like a boxing trainer right now. You're dressed like the guy, the old guy. You ever see Ray Donovan?
Yes.
You're dressed like Terry Donovan right now.
My grandfather was actually a very, very good boxer.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I have the same name as him, so I can like kind of pass it off.
Be like, is that the same Jack Gotzel? Nope.
I don't know if it works that
90,
way.
'cause he's 95.
Yeah. Yeah, just look up my fights. Don't look at the year.
It's black and white. Fuck, Jack's older than I thought he was. Looks good though. Fuck, you should really shave his beard more often. Man, the UFC is huge now. You're looking at all the Twitters, like the Twitter mentions on the left side there, and it's all like NFL players, basketball players, movie stars. Like, it's crazy how big it's been ever since WME bought them.
Exciting to watch too.
Yeah,
and they got stars in the lower divisions now. Finally,
yeah. But that's what I was telling Robin. It's like nobody cares about Peter Yan, you know?
No, and I mean he's tougher to sell. I'm sure he's big in like Russia, but like over here in the States, or in Canada, he's kind of a tougher sell because he's not gonna be that outspoken guy.
Yeah.
But like Khabib kind of is. I mean, some fighters from over there can do it.
Khabib is probably behind Conor the biggest star in the UFC right now.
Yeah, like someone just in the chat, Jan has no charisma.
Zero. The guy doesn't. I don't even know what he sounds like.
I know.
Like, you give me a soundbite of him and like, give me a no-namer fuck that I've heard before. Like, give me a soundbite of him and like what's his name, Sean O'Malley. I'll tell you that I know Sean O'Malley's voice.
Yeah, and it's like you don't have to be like super outspoken. We need like one or two sound bites. Like, just for once, say like I'm gonna dust this guy in 2 rounds. Like it's that simple. Even
on the embedded for the week he was fighting for the interim against Marlon Moraes. Was it Marlon Moraes?
I believe so.
Yeah, the week they showed him twice on embedded because he's so fucking boring, man.
Yeah,
they showed him twice. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna go for a run with my guys, and it's like they followed him running, and it's like that was it. Because he's not charismatic in any way.
And even if you don't have that personality, fake it a little bit.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. But I love this fight. Calderwood for sure won that first round.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And she's throwing like kicks, like jabs kind of thing, right to Jessica's face, and Jessica's laughing them off. But like, you can laugh them off all you want, but you're losing this fight.
Yeah, but you gotta score points with the judges, or you gotta get that finish.
She's going heavy, man. She's throwing bombs. Why does Saul Goodman keep on getting punched in the face?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the. Oh, that was a big kick by Calderwood.
Oh, I know what that movie is. That movie's like his name. It's called Nobody. Apparently, he's like this assassin. It's the most non-believable thing ever. Did you see that they had a promotion for a movie called Born to Be a Champion about jiu-jitsu, about a guy in the military that trained jiu-jitsu and then became an MMA fighter?
No, I didn't.
They showed it before. It looks like the worst movie ever.
Like, have you ever seen the movie Vision Quest?
What the hell's that?
It's like a wrestling movie. It's awful.
Vision Quest? It's like from the 90s?
Yes.
Yes, I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. Yeah,
it's awful.
Yeah, for sure.
For the longest time, actually, it was the only wrestling movie.
What's the best non-traditional martial art movie? Like, is the movie the best of the best? That was a good movie. The kickboxing movie there.
I watched a movie recently. I can't remember what it was called, but it was completely fucked up. It's about this kid that fights his dad, like basically in the UFC, and his dad's like the champion. And like, you think it's this feel-good story where like the kid, well, I don't want to give away the ending, but
you don't even know the name of the movie.
That's true. But like, you think the kid's going to beat his dad, and like, it's going to be the feel-good story because his dad's abusive and he's like been abusive to the mom and all this. The dad knocks him the fuck out at the end of the movie, and that's how it ends.
How it should be. No kid should ever be able to knock out his own father.
Like, the dad's like wicked abusive, like an awful person.
Warrior was a good movie, though. Warrior was a good movie.
Warrior was a good one.
But there's a movie, Nicolas Cage made a jiu-jitsu movie called Jiu-Jitsu with Frank Grillo in it. I haven't seen it yet, and I don't think I ever want to see it. Like, that's the thing about these movies is like they find like a subject that they're interested in. They pitch it to some network that wants to put money into it, and it just becomes awful, and the production is brutal. Like, they'll probably show it again.
Actually about the fighting.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this Born to Be a Champion one, I think it is about the fighting, but it just looks awful. The actor is not believable at all. The actor is the kid from Al Bundy. What was that show? Al Bundy.
I don't think I ever saw it.
Al Bundy, the TV show in the 80s, Married with Children.
I don't think I ever saw it.
You never saw Married with Children?
It was made in the 80s. It's a little bit before my time.
Yeah, but it's like one of the biggest shows of all time. You know who Ed O'Neill is, though, right?
Maybe if I saw him.
Ed O'Neill is the guy from Modern Family.
Oh, yeah. I know who that is.
So
I never watched Modern Family either. But
so the kid in the back?
Yeah.
That kid is the star of this movie, where he's in the military and he comes out and he gets into jiu-jitsu and he becomes an MMA fighter, and he has to avenge this loss to, you know who? To Edson Barbosa. Edson Barbosa is like a villain in the movie.
That's awesome.
It's awful is what it is.
Well, that's awesome that Edson Barbosa is the villain. That's pretty cool.
Good for him. He probably made like $100,000 to do the movie.
You know who would be a very good villain in a movie? Matt Brown.
Oh, he'd be great, but not too much talking, though.
That's true.
Yeah, not too much talking. You can't give him too much dialogue. I feel like the best actor in a movie would probably be somebody like, I think Cody Garbrandt can pull off like being like a badass in a movie. Tyron Woodley. Did you see what I tweeted out today? There's a movie with Tyron Woodley and T.I. I'll tag you in it right now. But you should see the scene. It's the worst fucking scene of all time. I
might get roasted for this, but I'm gonna say Nick Jonas did not do a bad job playing an MMA fighter in Kingdom.
I agree. I think the first season they were smart. They didn't give him a lot of lines, because he wasn't a good actor. They didn't give him a lot of lines. The second season they started giving him more lines, and then obviously what happened in the third season, I think he did a pretty good job. I think that show was great. I like that show.
I loved that show. I thought it was awesome.
I think every character was well thought out, except for the Spanish guy in the end. The last season, he was so useless. I thought I thought there was gonna be something that happens behind the scenes, but all he did was wanted to sell his shitty protein. Like, it was fucking stupid.
That was dumb. But honestly, I was pissed because I finished that show, and then they put it on Netflix like 2 days after, where it would have been so much easier for me to watch it. I'm like, are you kidding me?
I gotta find this fucking trailer, man.
Oh, you're saying Greek Rocket's saying we're boring.
Well, Greek Rocket, suck my balls.
Well, there's not much going on in this fight right now. I mean, Jessica I's got her pinned to the cage here. Jessica I think she needs to finish. I think she lost round 1 and 2.
I gotta find this fucking movie, man. I tweeted it, though. Anyway, I don't want to upset the Greek Rocket. Greek Rocket, drink some ouzo and just enjoy the show. Thanks for the support. Much appreciated. I think Jessica is winning this third round, but I think it's 2-1 if it ends like this, because Calder would have won that second round. But Jessica is going to go after her right now. She's good, man. She's really tough. I like the way she's checking the oil. She's checking the oil. She's checking the oil. Calderwood is honestly, this is the best I've ever seen Calderwood look.
She does look good, and Jessica is a tough customer. They both are.
Yeah. What's next though? What are they? Who do they fight? Do you think she calls? You think she calls out the champ? Think she calls out Valentina, or is this bantamweight?
This is bantamweight. Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure it is. Valentina Shevchenko.
No, this is flyweight.
Oh, it is flyweight.
Yeah, so you think okay, so then who's she fight next? She's fighting. So let's say we assume Calder was gonna win. Ahead of her is Jessica I, Cynthia Calvillo, Jennifer Maia, Lauren Murphy, Caitlin Chukagian, and Jessica Andrade. I think a Calderwood Chukagian fight might be good. If Chukagian, I feel like she has a fight lined up already.
Yeah, I mean, I never mind seeing Cynthia Calvillo fight. Or Lauren Murphy. She could really test her will there. I think Lauren Murphy wins that, but
You think Lauren Murphy beats Calderwood?
I do. I would be picking Lauren Murphy.
Calderwood's just playing it safe right here.
I mean, why
Oh,
not?
yeah.
You're up 2-0.
How sick was Robin Black though?
Shakugan is just hype. Come on, you guys. Honestly, everyone's gonna look bad against Valentina. I
What do
mean,
you
she's a
comment?
beast.
Where do you see the comments?
They're on the right for me.
Oh, it's because I'm not logged in. That's why.
Ah, that might do it. I don't think I'm logged in either. Do you see where it says private chat and then you go over and you click?
There it is.
Comments?
Yeah.
Yeah. It immediately puts you on the private chat. I think you have to click over for the comments.
Adam, you're right. I just remember Shukagan did beat Calderwood. That's the thing, though. Is like the from the top to bottom is like it's brutal. There's such a difference between Shevchenko and, like, let's say right now, who's the number one contender? Is Shukagan?
No, it's just gotten dry.
Adam, whenever Chris comes in, he'll send you the link because we can't let you in.
Yeah, it's Andrade, Shakugan, Murphy, Maya, Cavello, Calderwood.
Andrade just lost, right, to Shevchenko.
And I think the drop-off is after Murphy. I don't want to sleep on Jennifer Maya, but personally, I think the drop-off is after Murphy. Like, there's a big drop-off there.
GSP's picks, McGregor, Chandler, Calderwood.
And then, I mean, if you Amanda Nunes is just a different animal.
This isn't Louis. I don't even know what you're sending me here. These aren't picks. GSP's picks.
The drop off in bantamweight is huge after Amanda Nunes. Like, Jesus fucking Christ.
What do you mean?
What is that?
Adam, I don't know. Greek. Who wrote that? Greek Rocket.
Greek Rocket.
I'm drinking a Yamazakura whiskey. It's pretty sick, Greek Rocket. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there goes my bet. I took Jessica. She was the underdog, and I wanted to make some.
Yep, I picked Jessica too. So we're in that one together, Terry.
Did you bet on it? Did you make any bets with my bookie?
I did not bet on that. I bet on one fight only.
123 distance strikes. I took this random on Sports Interaction. They have this thing called Pinata Pick, and you pick. You don't know what you're betting on, but it gives you like a subject. So this one was significant strikes in the Poirier McGregor fight, and I put $2 on it. Bet on it 76-1 odds, and you don't know what you're picking. So it gives you a random number. So it gives me 39 exactly. So if it ends on 39, I win $162.
Jesus, that's crazy.
But it's not going to end on 39.
Probably not.
The odds there are fucking brutal. I won a Pinata Pick once. I put $10 down. It was 101 to sorry. It was 51-1 odds, and it was one of Khabib's fights, and I think said it was ending. No, it wasn't Khabib's fights. That was my buddy. Fuck, I forgot what it was, but it was supposed to end in the fourth round. I got ending in the fourth round. I picked that, and I ended up winning like $500 off of it.
So, how many fights did you actually put money on?
I'd say like 8.
I only put money on one fight this time around.
But I put like a bunch of different outcomes. Like I put one on Poirier decision. I put one on Conor KO. I put one on Conor decision. I put one on Jessica I put like a bunch of them, and they're all like small bets, nothing big.
I just put it on Michael Chandler.
I took Hooker by decision. I think I took one. I'm even losing count. I had a parlay that I would have won if Khalil Roundtree didn't screw me over.
I thought he won that fight.
I thought he won that fight too. He should have knocked him out in the second round. I don't know what the hell's going on, man. The guy can't finish fights for shit. And I was in. I like to see Calderwood fight Shevchenko's sister. Oh, that would be pretty sick, Adam. You're right about that. Shevchenko's sister's good, but she's not like I feel like
the same level.
She doesn't have that killer fucking Russian assassin. You know what I mean? Or wherever they're from.
Well, she didn't get shot at, or did Valentina actually get shot? No, she just got shot at, right?
I have no idea. I know she knows how to work a gun better than anybody.
Yeah, I believe she just got shot at.
They speak Spanish fluently. The sisters. Yeah, she won that fight.
Ooh,
I thought that was Fabio.
Michael Chandler.
Alrighty.
I wish we had Mancuso here to give us a little commercial break because I want to go to the bathroom real quick before this.
Go run. I'll go run. Go to the bathroom and
I'll hold it down until
I'll keep everybody going.
I can hold it. I got this.
Or just piss in a fucking Gatorade cup.
Right on stream. Just
She's so nice, Joe. Like I feel like she's the nicest human being in the world. Adam, you said it was straw weight. This is a flyweight. It says it right there, doofus. So yeah, no more than Adam does. Thanks. Greek Rocket. I'm betting on the Iron Sheik. You know what? You'll always win that bet. Always bet on the Iron Sheik.
I love that under women's featherweight, the only one ranked is Amanda Nunes, and she's champion. No one else is even ranked.
Hey, Greek Rocket, listen. I don't want to let her go, man. She's a nice person. Fuck you, Adam. I only mentioned it once today, and it was because I was asked. It's just not my fault that it came up in conversation a couple times.
Michael Chandler, 21-5, finished 16 of 21 fights, 9 knockouts, 7 submission, Bellator champion, coming over to the UFC, first time stepping in the cage. I think he pulls off the upset. I think he hangs the Hangman.
I think
Chandler.
Michael Iron Chandler is the worst name of all time.
I just never use his nickname.
Oh, it's not one card. Okay. Usman Burns. I'm not a believer in Burns, man. You like Burns, eh?
I do. Do I think he can beat Usman?
I think he fought his perfect fight against Woodley, and I don't think he'll ever be able to do that again.
I'm picking Usman, but I'm rooting for Burns.
Yeah. I like this Curtis Blades.
Overeem Volkov. Who do you have in that?
Oh, man. I'm going to say Volkov. I mean, as much as I'm a huge Overeem fan, I think that Overeem is like he wins a couple, loses gets knocked out, but that's a crazy card right there.
UFC 259.
That's a crazy card right there.
Oh.
I've been waiting for Amanda Nunes to fight Megan Anderson. I think Megan Anderson is the only person that actually has a chance against Amanda Nunes in the world, other than Valentina Shevchenko. But we saw that happen.
Those are 3 main event fights. Oh, they're all 5 rounds too, because they're all championship fights.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, that's orgasmic.
We're gonna be here till like 3 a.m.
I'm okay with it though. If those are the fights,
Ngannou and Stipe, yeah. Look at that. Oh, that's not the same night.
No, that's a different night. I think Stipe takes that.
Yeah, I don't think Ngannou has like he can take off the head of like Rosenstrike and all those guys, but realistically, I don't think that he has it to beat Stipe or a guy like DC. You know what I mean? But we've seen guys improve overnight, and he can, with one punch, that guy can fucking send you to space.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Foggy Dude to start playing.
I got a man crush on Paul Felder.
He's a tough motherfucker. What about when he stepped in on that fight on like no notice, and he went to war? He didn't get the W, but boy, he showed what it means to be an absolute warrior in this sport.
Yeah, Adam, Reyes and Proyatska, that's a sick fight. I think Proyatska wipes the floor with him. I don't think Reyes is like he's good, and he fought a good fight against Sean Jones. There's no doubt. I think a lot of people think that he won that fight. I thought he won that fight, but realistically, I think Proyatska is you sold me on Proyatska, actually, Adam. I had no idea who he was. Like I heard the name, but I had no idea. Never seen him before. When I saw him fight, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And then you're like, Adam is like, well, you don't know who Proyatska is? The guy is sick. He is championship material, and he's a nutcase too. He's a nutcase, absolute nutcase. I can't wait. Who's your favorite combination? Commentating combination.
Wait, what's that? Who's my favorite commentating combination?
Yeah.
Like ever or currently?
Whatever. Give me your play-by-play.
I
give me your
was
colors.
so pissed when they got rid of Mike Goldberg. I loved Rogan and Goldberg. It was just
Rogan Goldberg was nice, but when you add the third guy in, it kind of gives a different dimension. But I will say this about Mike Goldberg: he's great. He actually did a cameo. I paid him to do a cameo for my buddies, and he's great. He's awesome, and he has some good cash lines. But I don't think anybody can match John Anik. I think John Anik is legit the best commentator we've ever seen.
Victor Cruz. People hate Victor Cruz. I love Victor Cruz. I think he just gives such great insight. I'm a big Victor Cruz guy.
Really? Yeah. No, I think John Anik is the number one. But
obviously, I like Anik. Anik's from Boston.
It's true. He's from Boston. Did you see what I tweeted at him the other day? He responded.
I did see that.
Yeah. You didn't see it, or you did see it?
No, I did.
Okay, yeah. Like
and then we got Ariel Helwani responding to Kit. Do you see PD Editor responded to me today? I wrote a blog about his lightweight tournament. He gave me a response.
No, I didn't see that. That's pretty sick.
He said book it and did the little fist emoji.
I don't know what Jake Paul's saying, man. Conor McGregor's wife is not a 4.
Jake Paul's a fucking idiot. You see my blog on the site about how Dylan Moran should just whop him?
But the thing is that Jake Paul shouldn't fight these guys. He shouldn't fight the guys 20-0. He shouldn't fight those. He should fight 1-0 guys, 2-1 guys. Like, he should fight those guys if he's going to fight.
You know what?
Boxers.
If Dylan Moran is willing to do it for free with a 15-1 professional record versus Jake Paul, who's never been in a professional fight, and Dylan Moran truly hates him, and you know he's not going to toy with him, he's going to want to kill him right away. He won't even do it for money. Throw him in there versus Dylan Moran. Let Jake Paul take the whole purse. Because honestly, 3/4 of it are probably going to his hospital bills.
Dylan Moran should not fight anybody for free. Dylan Moran should never fight Jake Paul for free, because if, knock on wood, I don't think it'll happen. If Jake Paul somehow KOs Dylan Moran, there goes bye-bye Dylan Moran's career.
No.
Yes.
Dylan Moran would not. There's no chance.
I agree with you, but there's always a puncher's chance.
No. Dylan Moran kills him.
It's career suicide to fight somebody for free, especially a YouTuber.
Yeah, but
all he cares about is training. All he cares about is training. All he cares about is proving people wrong, and he's going to fight Conor McGregor. Because you know Jake Paul is going to fight Conor McGregor. It's going to happen.
No, McGregor won't take it. If he's going to take a boxing match, it's going to be versus Pacquiao.
No, I'm not saying it's going to happen in the next year or 2 years. It will happen. If Jake Paul continues fighting and continues training, it will happen.
Yeah, but if Jake Paul faces a professional fighter, which he's scheduled to do in April, he's going to lose.
Who's he fighting?
He hasn't announced yet, but he says he's fighting a professional fighter. He fights any professional fighter, he's going to lose.
Yeah, you might fight a guy that's 1-0 that's going to lose the fight on purpose. But if
he fights somebody legit, though, he's done.
They both have skill, man. They both have fucking skill, but do they have skill that's going to be able to beat Conor McGregor?
How do you know Jake Paul has skill? He beat a retired NBA player, and he beat another YouTuber. He has 0 professional fights. He's never fought.
I'm not saying he's a world champion here, Jack.
No, but he has no.
There's a skill set there. There's a skill set there that he has. Absolutely.
No, you can't say that. He's never fought a single person. He's never once gone in there and fought somebody. He's never once done it. You can't say it until you've done it.
Do you know what a skill set means? It means that you know how to do something. Now, is he?
How do you know? Okay, of course he looks like he knows how to box. Fighter?
I don't know how to box.
He looks like he knows how to box because he did it against Nate Robinson and some YouTuber. If he goes in there and fights a boxer and tries to box a boxer, I think you're going to learn really quick that he doesn't know what he's doing out there.
Did you see his sparring video against that Diaz kid, Avila? He like body shotted him and brought him to the ground.
Who, Jake Paul did?
Yeah, David Avila.
I'll have to look into this. But
look into it. I'm not saying that he can beat Dan Hooker in a boxing fight. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying is
Dan Hooker would crush him.
The guy has a fucking skill set for a reason. There's a reason why people are even entertaining the idea of fighting him is because they're
entertaining him because of money, not because of his skill set.
No, it's not just because of money. Because
it's because of a check.
If it was just money, they would have done it already.
No.
Yeah. You don't think that Ryan Garcia would have taken $50 million to fight Jake Paul and knock him out? But there's always that puncher's chance. You can never take anybody too lightly. Never.
Oh, Ryan Garcia. You see that corny video of him and Dylan Dennis the other day? How fucking corny was that?
I didn't see that.
Oh, it was so corny. It was so stupid. They're like, "Oh, I respect each other," and Dylan Dennis like, "Oh, if you win, I'll hook up Connor and you'll get a boxing match with Connor. But if I win, I get to box Canelo." Imagine Dylan Dennis boxing Canelo
He
Alvarez.
would die.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
As much as I'm a Dylan guy, hey, Dylan
Yeah, I
guy
love
right here.
Dylan Dennis.
Yeah, he would die though.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Him boxing Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, boys. I don't know what happened. My kid woke up. I don't know if he had like his first like nightmares or something before, but he was legit like screaming his head off, like terrified. That's why I was like, boys, I gotta.
Hey, what do you got behind there, Chris? What
Did
is
you
that,
show him a
art?
picture of Dwayne from Buffalo before he went to bed, man? Can you show you sick fuck?
Did you show him a picture of the Greek rocket?
Yeah,
All right, boys. I'm gonna make the transition to the couch.
that'll boy. Make that transition,
I haven't bet on a fight in so long.
bro. Here we go. The good fights have started. I was like, these guys are gonna think I'm an opportunist here. Who won the last fight? Like, what happened?
Calderwood won it.
Okay. Here's your boy. There's Chandler.
I know. I actually put money on the fight too. It's been a while.
He's a good wrestler, Chandler, too, eh? He can wrestle, can he not?
He's a very good wrestler.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Extremely good.
Bro, we gotta definitely cover more Bellator though. That was great talking with Robin, and we have a good in with him.
Absolutely.
He's good shit.
Well, I've been thinking about trying to really get into Bellator this week after this fight. So,
Well, yeah,
and
we
not
did
that I'm
have-
not already into it. I mean, actually writing about it. I've been into it.
being into it as a fan and actually digging in and doing your research is completely different.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's completely different, but like you do a little bit more digging when you actually have to write about it. You think you know a lot until you go to put it down on paper, and then it is a little bit different.
Of course, buddy. Stream's flying tonight too. We're having a good time.
Absolutely.
Glad he's all right though, man. I never heard that kid flipping out like that. That's why I was like, oh shit. All right, we got Terry. Terry made his way to the couch.
Terry is back.
Terry's back from the couch. They postponed Floyd Logan. Apparently, maybe they fight in April with Jake Paul on the card too. Why did they postpone it?
My guess is to probably put it on the same card as whoever Jake Paul's fighting.
So maybe they do like Floyd Mayweather versus Logan, Conor versus Jake. You think that could happen or no?
No.
Even Conor said we'll see what happens. Like when they asked him about it this week.
No, if Conor's taking a boxing match next, it's going to be Pacquiao.
Pacquiao. That's what I thought too. Why would he box that kid? Doesn't make any sense.
The Hangman is an awesome nickname.
It is a great nickname. It's a damn good nickname.
Oh, we lost Terry.
Oh, Terry Tam.
I think the sound wasn't working.
Yeah, I thought we were having a hard time.
Jesus, Greek Rocket. Do you ever stop? Do you ever stop?
Picture giant lights. Terry, do we got you here from the couch? There's something wrong with your headset. Something wrong with the volume. You got it muted or something? Check your thing. Is there a mute button on it? Uh-oh, we don't have Terry. Can you hear me okay, Jack?
Yeah, there might be a mute button on the actual headset itself, maybe.
That's what I'm thinking. Like
Because mine, I can.
Oh.
Doesn't mute on the screen, so maybe. We're getting nothing.
No. Nope. Nope. Uh-oh. Co-main event of the evening, baby.
Oh yeah, we should probably tweet this out one more time.
Yeah, buddy, get it out. And then we'll do a blitz before the Conor, too. Bro, I went from like 2,800 and something, like 2,890 followers today to 2,941.
Bang.
Bang, bang, bang. Don't like that he calls himself Iron Mike Chandler.
Yeah, we were just talking about that actually.
Yeah, I don't. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like that.
It's kind of dumb.
It's very dumb. Like, I'm not saying I hope Hooker gives it to him now because of that, but I kind of hope Hooker gives it to him now because of that, because I just don't like it.
I'm a little nervous for this one.
We got Terry setting up here. He's getting the
Let him
mic
go.
set. He's moving fast.
I still don't hear him yet.
No, me either. I don't know what to tell you, man. I can't hear him. I don't think anyone else out there can hear him either. But here we go. We are underway. Chandler Hooker.
Zach Ertz tweeting it out.
What's that?
Zach Ertz tweeting out this fight, saying he's excited for this. A lot of NFL players are watching the UFC now.
That's good. Well, they'll probably see what's his fucking name, Greg Hardy, has done after. He made like another career after football. I mean, I'm not a big fan, but
He makes it hard to be. Now we lost everybody, but I'm still here for this co-main event here. Michael Chandler, Dan Hooker, Dan the Hangman Hooker, the New Zealand Hangman.
there we are. I got knocked out there for a sec.
Oh, Terry's going again.
No, Mike, Terry. No idea. Maybe like fully like close your internet browser and then reopen it. That'd be my guess. Like re-enter completely. Yeah.
I don't even know.
Me either, brother. Me either. Oh,
I don't like Chandler on his feet in this one. I think he does need to take Hooker to his back. Hooker is tough to take there. He's even tougher to keep there. But that's what Chandler's got to do if he wants to win this one, I think.
yeah. Something's got to happen here.
Oh, but he's throwing some good ones right now.
Here he comes. Oh,
Oh!
I love how he's getting it.
Oh! Oh! You two picked Hooker. Your boy picked Chandler.
I love it, bro. What a
First
fucking
round KO.
bro. Not only that, destroyed him. Destroyed him.
Maybe he don't need to take him down. Maybe he don't need to take him down.
Dude, as you were
Michael
saying that,
Chandler
I was
is for real.
Dude, as you were saying that, I was watching him like pick him apart and knew he was almost done. That's why I didn't say one word. I was like, I wasn't gonna be like, Jack, that's wrong. Come on. This guy, you gotta have your mute button on your mic or something. It doesn't make any sense. Like, try again.
Wow.
Like, I'm trying to do it from my end. Go into the camera and mic settings, Terry. Audio, does it have your device selected? Love it. Boys, I'm going to grab my snack here. It just dung. 1 sec.
Should we do a little commercial?
Yeah, let's get a little commercial break here. Everybody needs to grab a drink, stretch your legs, grab your cock, whatever you got to do. We're got a commercial break.
He can't take me. I'ma cross over and break your ankles. I'ma highlight. Now watch me shine. Watch me shine. Watch me shine. Ball hard. He can't take me. I'ma cross over and break your ankles. I'ma highlight. Now watch me shine. Watch me shine. Watch me shine.
Bang. I'm the only one back. Michael Chandler. Still can't hear you, Terry. Terry is struggling. Wow, so does Chandler face off against the winner of Diaz-Gaethje? If that fight happens, are we getting this lightweight tournament? Are we getting this lightweight tournament? I want to see Chandler versus either the winner of Diaz-Gaethje, or you know what? If McGregor wins and Diaz wins, I want to see them run that back for a third time. Winner fights for the belt. And I want to see Chandler versus Oliveira.
Bro,
Let's go.
bro, that's a way to announce your arrival, bro. Oh, boy. Terry's still trying, eh?
He calls out Khabib and McGregor.
Yep. I mean, that was impressive.
The Americans beat the New Zealand Hangman. You hate to see it. You hate to see it.
Now let's see what the American does versus the Irishman.
Well, I mean, I ain't rooting for the American in that one. I'm from Boston. We get to root for the Irishman.
Three Stooges watching TV. Well, guess what, bro? We can't show the fights. You know why?
That's fucking illegal.
It's funny every time.
What's a bigger fight, McGregor versus Poirier 2 or Terry versus Mike?
Who's Mike?
Terry versus his own microphone.
Oh, Terry versus the Mike.
I heard the microphone is a minus 400.
Yeah, he's giving Terry problems tonight.
Ugly shirt. Every time you wear that shirt, there's comments.
Hey, haters always gotta hate, bro. That's why they're in the comments with fucking no profile picture. I ain't never met a good looking guy that they call Big Country.
Mike said it first in the chat.
There he is, yes!
The real Iron Mike.
The real Iron Mike. That's right. Ooh.
Periscope is discontinuing March 31st.
Yeah. It
I wonder
runs
what-
all through Twitter now. That's what it'll be. It'll be all,
that doesn't even affect us.
no, they'll
Can
just
you
be like
hear
a Twitter update with yes.
Now you can
Yes,
hear me?
we can. Yeah.
Oh, thank Jesus.
What was wrong?
I accidentally pressed the mute that I've never pressed on my laptop ever. On my laptop. So I'm going through all the settings, changing the microphone, everything, and it's fucking all it was that fucking button, and I could have had the reaction I wanted for that. That was the cheesiest call out ever, but it was a good one.
You picked Dan Hooker.
Well, I mean,
Carry
listen,
is risen.
I expected this.
I win that one.
I expected this. It just, I wouldn't ever bet on something that's so obvious.
No, I wouldn't have put money on it, but for me, I was just like, I'll take the guy with UFC experience over the guy who hasn't at first, right? But Chandler fucking proved himself and then some.
Yeah, big time.
Like even
Yeah.
Robin, who is here, he was like said, like him and Mike are buddies, and he wasn't even sure.
Yeah, he didn't really give us an answer, right? Sure.
No,
I haven't bet on a fight in a long time. Threw my money down on that one. I'm hot. I'm hot right now.
what were his odds?
Straight up, Michael Chandler or Dan Hooker?
Chandler.
I think it was pretty even, actually.
Yeah, he was minus 100. Or no, he's plus 100. Sorry, plus 100.
Yeah, so even money. Okay.
I don't know. Should I race over to mybookie.ag, punch in the promo code Tarps Off Season SZN, and throw my money on a McGregor first round knockout?
I think you should. I honestly think you should.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling it.
Wouldn't shock me twice. Holy fuck! What a crazy night this was.
I don't think the other dude, being Dan Hooker, knew that Michael Chandler could strike like that.
That's awesome. Poirier's hot sauce, buddy. Louisiana. Southern hot sauce.
That was a cheesy call out, but call outs are hard because if I were in there and I were to win and have a call out, I would get canceled. That's what I would say.
Yeah. Can you get my phone?
Whew.
Man, that was crazy.
I don't know. Are we running this in the octagon, Greek Rocket? I might have a nice call out after I dust you in one round.
Chick-fil-A is amazing, by the way.
Hey, you wanna add my buddy Adam into the chat or no?
Yeah, give him the invite.
Okay, I'll send him the invite now.
Oh, he probably inboxed me, but I was like I said, I had the kid emergency kind of pop up there, man. That was crazy. Kid was having nightmares first time ever. Had his first nightmare, was tripping.
Tripping ball sack.
Poor kid, yeah. I think it was because he knew that Joe. Sleepy Joe. God bless Sleepy Joe.
Copy. So I just copied the link that you sent me, right?
Yep.
There is only one. But this is a better Dustin Poirier than we have ever seen, boys.
Oh yeah,
This is the highest level Dustin Poirier has ever been. He knocked out Eddie Alvarez. He knocked out Justin Gaethje. He picked apart Terry Tam's boy, Max Holloway. And Dustin Poirier is here, and he is ready to take on Conor McGregor on the biggest stage in the world.
That's insane. And when Poirier and Hooker fought, that went to a decision, right?
Yeah, but it was a
unanimous.
It was a
No,
round.
I know he beat his ass, but like the fact that like Poirier didn't stop Hooker and Chandler stopped him so fast.
Well, Hooker won the first 2 rounds. You're ahead of us, by the way. Don't forget that. You're way ahead of us.
Yeah, fucking shit. The thing about Poirier is that he's like a point fighter now. He's not like that KO.
Here comes Conor.
Conor's coming out first. There's so many people that on Twitter that were upset. They're like, "Oh, Conor shouldn't be coming out first. It should be Poirier."
It's by the rankings.
By the rankings.
That's it, exactly. But they're like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. You should make the exception." But why?
No, he does
Conor
not
doesn't
special.
want the
He's great, but he's not special. He doesn't get special rules.
Foggy
Yeah.
Dew's on you, idiots.
Conor doesn't want the exception, so why the hell would we give it to him?
Right. Here we go.
Did hum, no battle drum.
I love his entrance music. Always.
Oh, yeah, that's always fire.
Always.
Oh, we have
His entrance music is about that history we were talking earlier, Terry Tam.
Subliminova wants to know if we got the link, boys, on the illegal stream.
That's fucking illegal.
How do you do that? It's an option on the Streamcast?
Oh, yeah, I got magic buttons, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Look at you producing stuff.
Oh, yeah, buddy. I'm a man of many talents. Mike said it first, says Chris is tired. Oh, yeah.
I send Mancuso the video and he plays it.
Yep.
Usually
That's
it's McLovin, but this time it was me.
Yeah, McLovin has tonight off for a funeral. So I can't yell at him, threaten him.
Oh, Conor looks good. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
know people hate when people say that, so I'm going to say it again.
Yeah,
Conor looks good.
Adam's not coming on. He's like, I'm too locked in. He's like, if you guys stay around and chat after, we'll do it. He's like, oh, come on.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. I had him on. I don't know if I was on his. I think I was on his podcast first when I met him. I haven't met him in person yet, and we we spent 3 hours on his podcast talking about fighting. And ever
That's
since then,
awesome.
it's been like this fighting bromance.
Oh, Connor's not on illegal supplements. He ain't no bum. He ain't no cheater.
Who just said that I got next after Adam?
Mike said it first. Yes. Get him in.
Love Mike said it first.
He's the best. Conor looks good.
As long as it's not you know who. That's all that matters.
I don't even know who you know. Who
I was going to say that. Look, I don't even
And
know.
it just hit me. As I asked out loud, I was like, ah. You know what's funny is he told me earlier in the chat that we got to talk. And then I said, what do you mean? And he never answered. We
Now
got
I
to
know.
talk, he said.
Now I know who it
What?
is.
He said, we got to talk.
He always has to talk. You know, I still haven't heard anything.
No? I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised, motherfucker. The king is back.
Are we staying on a bit after the fights to talk?
For sure we can.
Okay, Adam's gonna jump on and right after.
Absolutely. For sure.
Mancuso, you better shut up this fight.
I'm not saying anything, boys.
And Terry, I think we're still at the same.
Well, I had to log out and then log into my TV, so we might not be. So we'll time it up as we go.
What do you have right now, Terry? What do you see on your screen?
I'm seeing Conor with Nick Kiprios' tweet. You saw that Nick Kiprios' tweet? Nick Kiprios' tweet was just on TV.
Was it actually? I missed. Like I saw the tweets up, but I didn't see Kiprios' tweet was on.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can rewind on fight time. Oh no, I can't rewind on this. I can rewind on my desktop, but I can't rewind
Oh no, you can't rewind. You can just pause.
What did he say on it?
I didn't see it. I just, as you asked me what I was, I looked at the screen. I see Nick Kiprios, but I didn't have time to read the tweet.
I don't even see a tweet about MMA from him.
Nicholas Kiprios. I just saw it.
Well, his is Nick Kiprios, so it's probably a different dude, same last name.
Okay, I'm gonna Google Nicholas Kiprios.
Yeah, that was a different Kiprios because that wasn't his profile picture either.
Fuck out of here, Nick.
I was gonna say, I don't think he likes MMA.
Oh,
See, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao just called out Conor McGregor, sort of. He said, "Good luck tonight, Conor. Let's make 2021 the best year ever for fight fans."
There are so many fake Kiprios accounts on Twitter.
Really? That's so weird.
There's Nick Kiprios. There's Kiprios Nick, Real Kipper, Kiprios 123, Uncle Kipper, Unreal Kipper, parody account for NHL alumni sports analyst Nick Kiprios. There's Nicholas Kiprios, which is a random guy. Fake Kipper, Nick Kiprios with his picture.
Next time we talk to him, I'm going to ask him what he thinks about people having like a million fake accounts of him. He'd probably be like, "It's fucking weird."
One guy's called not Nick Kiprios.
Jesus, people need something to do.
Bob Marley with a tweet. That's a shot at Terry because that wasn't actually Nick Kiprios and that wasn't actually Bob Marley.
It was Bob Marley. It was probably Bob Marley's son.
It was Manny.
Bob Marley ain't alive.
Bob Marley has a son though. What's the son's name? Oh,
Ziggy and Damien. Yeah, there's Ziggy and Damien.
Yeah, for sure, there's a Bob Marley Jr. Has to be.
Maybe somewhere out there.
Well, his grandson actually was in the same freshman class with me in Alabama. His name was Soul Marley.
That's awesome.
His grandson, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Robin Black too, giving us a bunch of retweets on the stream.
Oh yeah,
What a hero!
He was great.
Awesome. Marley. Wow, they got some great names.
Yeah, he was throwing kicks at the fucking camera. It was awesome. It would actually went any better if it tried.
Mike said it first. Is Skip Soul's brother? I think that's a thing.
What about Haters Unite? That's a good song.
Joe Burrow.
Said it first. Joe Burrow. Kyler Murray.
So you're ahead of us. So Kyler Murray just showed up.
Yeah, I'm like a couple seconds ahead of you.
Joe Burrow just showed up for me.
Okay, so you're gonna have to speed up somehow.
No, you're gonna have to pause.
I'm reacting.
Murray just showed up for me.
I'm reacting. Go fuck yourself.
Okay, so pause. Shit, I paused for you earlier.
Did you?
Yes.
I'm gonna ruin it for both you guys. I'm just joking. I won't say nothing. Dude, when The Walking Dead was like on its peak, every Monday whenever it came out, every Monday The Walking Dead dropped on my Facebook. As soon as I knew that the episode would be ending, I just put, "I'm about to ruin The Walking Dead for everybody." That's what I used to put on my Facebook every week, and so many people would be like, "No, fuck off." I feel like I'm about to ruin The Walking Dead for all of you.
When did Bruce Buffer show up for you, Jack?
Right now he's talking. Yep, right here.
I just
had a very weird deja vu. So we're Sal D'Amato, he's all over the place, this guy. So as soon as the fight starts, I'll pause it for you, Jack, okay?
All right, and I'll tell you as soon as it goes.
And then Chris, you're gonna be like 6 seconds ahead of us, so you're gonna have to
Oh, as soon as there's a knockout, I'm going, "Oh!" Like Joe Rogan. He's hurt. Oh!
He's hurt. It's like a jab to the nose.
Yeah.
He's hurt.
Yeah.
You would think we paid money for this and we'd all be on the same fucking wavelength here.
Yeah, you'd think so, but you know what's weird though? If we would have been illegally streaming, we'd all be on the exact same time, but we paid for it and we're not on the same time. But illegally streaming?
That's fucking illegal.
I wonder how. They don't
Round the world.
Didn't I hit the "It's fucking illegal" while Robin was on?
No.
I don't think you did. No, I don't
Oh,
think
I
you
thought
did.
I thought I hit it. Oh, I
Nah,
meant to. I fucked up. I wanted him to see it. I also, after Terry said I didn't know what I was talking about, I wanted to get his input on McGregor's conditioning. Because I told Jack that I hope he knocks him out in like round 4 so I could tell you both the fuck right off. Look at him. You don't have bad conditioning looking like that.
I think we're on the same. I think we're at the same page, Jack.
I quit out of
no.
mine and went
Was
back
that,
in.
whose TV is that? Is that you, Jack? Because you're a couple, like 2 seconds behind me. We'll see. We'll wait till the fight starts and I'll set you up.
I got Conor in round 2. Make your picks, boys. What do you got?
Oh,
I got Conor in 1.
I got Conor 3.
He will be done.
No, you know what? I'm going.
Dustin
Poirier's
Poirier's pea head will bounce off the canvas.
I'm going Poirier. Fuck Conor.
He will be done in 1.
Who was the fighter today?
Conor, so that's it. I'm team Poirier for the evening.
McGregor.
Okay, you're way behind.
Yeah,
Jack,
like,
get better cable, man.
like Poirier has his
It
hands up
only
right
took
now
me
for
6
me.
hours to order this.
Yeah, actually 6 hours.
Yes,
Yeah.
I started at noon.
Good thing you started early, huh? I ordered
Well,
it as the main card started.
If I had started it when I got it, I would have had it 28 minutes ago.
I don't like that. There's like they were like too cheesy, like they were hugging each other at the weigh.
You muted yourself, Terry.
Boys, hit the retweet the thing one more time.
Yeah, you're way behind. I can hear your screen.
Yeah, I could hear that too. Poirier way behind.
You sent out a tweet, buddy?
Yeah, I'm sending out another one here.
All right, so pause it as soon as it starts, Terry, and then I'll give you the immediate go.
Okay.
And I'll turn down my TV a little bit. Here.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it. As soon as they touch gloves, they're gonna touch gloves for sure. So as soon as they touch gloves, I'll pause it.
Okay. As soon as they touch gloves, I'll say go. I'm
No,
not focused here for a second.
Again. Oh,
Yeah,
they're
they'll
not
touch
touching gloves. Okay, so it's 4:55.
4:55.
Oh fuck! What happened?
Go.
No, too late. I accidentally exited the app. Okay, I'm at 4:49. Wait, 4:47.
Bang. We're right on point.
Okay, good. Oh.
Oh boy.
Go, Dustin. Go, Dustin. Make McGregor work for that Khabib fight. Whoop. Oh, that's what he wants, I guess. Oh, nice takedown, buddy. Nice takedown.
Holy.
He's smart. Connor's smart, going right to the freaking cage. That's the game plan right there. He's going to wrap his legs like Khabib did.
Dustin never wanted them to both be bloody.
He was talking bullshit.
Connor's their body language just changed.
He's going to get up again. There's no problem. I don't know how good Dustin's wrestling is, but he trains with Mike Brown, so it has to be good.
Is it better than Connor's?
Well, yeah, I hope so. We see what Connor's wrestling is. But that was smart for Conor. He scooted right to the cage and used the cage so it doesn't get flattened out.
That's the best way to do it, man.
Yeah.
And Connor's back to his feet.
If you're not a wrestler, right? Get the cage.
Oh, Conor throwing those shoulders like we saw in the Cowboy fight. The left shoulder.
What's your guys' time at?
3:34.
Yeah, same. You?
I'm at 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh, you're 20 seconds. You're 20 seconds ahead of us.
Yeah, and there's nothing I can do. I'm just way ahead of you guys.
You're watching it on PlayStation?
Okay, baby.
You're
Okay.
watching on PlayStation?
Well, I'm watching on the play. I just ordered it on the PlayStation. Yeah.
Oh, Dustin.
They had a
big
special
left hand.
PlayStation price too. It was way cheaper too. Jack got screwed in the States.
How much did you pay?
40.
Really? How come there was a deal?
It was like exclusive for PlayStation Plus members.
Fuck, you should have told me.
Yeah, I got roped into an ESPN Plus subscription. Then I paid like $30.
He doesn't have a
on top of
PlayStation,
that.
but I put it out. I was like on sale on the PlayStation store.
I bought it at the regular UFC fight pass.
Yeah, Mancuso, we're on the phone earlier. He goes, I just ordered it. I'm like, oh, I've been on the phone for an hour, but I should have it shortly. And that was at what, 1 o'clock?
Yeah.
You have to get on the phone with
I tell him
ESPN.
I got it.
You have to get on the phone with ESPN?
14 emails, 3 phone calls. I got it.
What would you have done?
I wasn't going to stop. I would have been going until 10 o'clock.
The dirty clinch going on right now. The dirty clinch. I love when the clinch gets dirty.
Oh, right in the nose.
I don't like my Conor in 1 prediction anymore.
I don't like how they're talking to each other.
Oh, Conor with the foot stop.
Those are evil.
Conor's legs look a lot thicker than they normally do.
Bro, he looks like he looks jacked right now.
Terry, stop checking him out, you pervert.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
allowed to
I don't know what it is. I don't know
what
what it is, but like Connor's cock looks just bigger tonight, boys.
All right, Dustin Poirier looks fantastic.
That's my MMA analysis. I don't know, boys. Seems like McGregor's got like maybe a half
Ooh.
jump going.
Seems like his wrench is fucking looking pretty nice.
Yeah, I think
Does McGregor got a knee slapper going? He's got a new tattoo on the back of his leg too.
it looks like it. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't noticed that before, so that's new.
I'm still feeling Conor in 1.
If he
This
keeps
fight
on
will
lunging
be
in like
gone.
that, he's gonna get tagged. If Poirier keeps on lunging in like Ben Askren, he's gonna get tagged.
Oh, Conor croaks him.
Oh,
Chris, no reactions. Oh man, he is ducking everything. Huh?
That right hand from Conor's looking pretty good in this fight.
Yeah.
You know what the left hand
Jab.
can do.
Good jab.
Oh, he tried to throw that Eddie Alvarez like
The combo.
Yu-Gi-Oh strike.
Oof, man. It's a tough round to score because there's that takedown, but he didn't really do much with it.
he did nothing with it.
Yeah, I think Conor won this round with it, just with the
Yeah, with the strikes,
the
with the
combination.
big strikes landed. Yeah.
The jab is working.
Well, there's still
Even
20
Robin Black.
seconds
Robin
left.
Black had a good breakdown. I think it was Robin Black.
Oh, Conor with the spinning
Somebody
head
had a good
kick.
breakdown for Conor McGregor, the way he sets up his punches, and how he acts like he's extended, and how he's further than he actually is, and then all of a sudden it gets closer, and then the guy thinks that he's far enough in range, and then all of a sudden Conor just connects.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mind games too, right? You gotta fucking battle him with your brain too. Yeah, make him think that he's not in range, and then all of a sudden you just fucking tag him.
1-0 Ireland. Aaron Gobra.
My statement games pick I took as my number 10 pick is McGregor by knockout or TKO in the second round. So that was my most confident pick. Dude, he hit those shoulder strikes a couple times right in the face, like in the cowboy fight, though.
I'm calling BS on the statement game stuff because I was on the phone with ESPN during that. So I was in a bad place. So those picks might
Conor landed the much more devastating shots that round. Like that takedown doesn't stop that. That's 1-0 Conor for sure.
And that takedown was very early, and the way the round ended, the last 2 minutes was Conor putting on that.
All the he had all the ring control as well in that.
Octagon control. I don't even know.
Yeah, ring. I know. I'm talking boxing here. Octagon control.
Well, I know I had Michael Chandler by decision in statement games, and I had that fight goes over 2.5 rounds, and I had those pretty high. So that
I had it over 1.5, I think, and I had fucking Hooker winning. So what the hell do I know?
Come on, Dustin.
Yeah, but I get the same points as you for having Hooker winning by having Chandler winning by decision.
Yeah. Right? Zippy.
Did Chandler prove anything though?
Yes.
He fought a guy who's coming off a loss. I like Hooker. I would have. I thought
Poirier.
I thought he was going to win. No, but does he prove that he's a title contender now?
Yes. I don't think it matters. I think we're
You don't
doing
think
this
you should
tournament
fight-
anyway.
You don't think you should fight Charlie Olives, and you don't think you should fight him first, and then see winner of that fight?
I think we're doing a tournament. I think they're all going to have to fight another
Dana
time.
White will never do a tournament because it's what other organizations do, or at least they'll never announce that they're doing a tournament.
Yeah, it might be a tournament like the way that it lines up in our heads, but I don't know if he'll actually announce it. But if there's money in it, he'll do anything, right?
Yeah,
He'll laugh it off and be like, "Hey, there might be a tournament. I don't know."
Yeah.
I don't think he'll ever do a tournament.
Which is what he's doing right now.
He can't do a tournament when you have two guys that basically tell people who they want to fight and when they want to fight.
Yeah, it's tough to do that.
I don't know. McGregor was asked about it. McGregor said, "Book it."
Imagine after this.
Oh, he's got Poirier by the leg. Oh,
imagine after this, the Dana White says, "Okay, Conor, now you have to fight Charlie Oliveira in a tournament." He'll be like, "Fuck you, I want Khabib."
Well, Conor
that's the
said
thing.
though, he did say
You
that, like,
read my blog earlier.
if
I
Khabib
didn't
ain't
read your blog,
coming out,
okay.
he don't care.
I gave that out because Gaethje and Diaz have got to fight. It's just got to happen. If Diaz beats Gaethje or Gaethje beats Diaz, I think the bracket switches, and I think you see Michael Chandler fighting Oliveira, and you see McGregor fighting the winner of Gaethje versus Diaz, because that fight interests McGregor.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Can you guys hear me better now? Can you hear me now?
Ooh, McGregor getting beat by Poirier. Oh my God, Poirier is rocking McGregor.
Oh! Oh my God!
And he's out, boys. He's out cold. He's schnoozed. I didn't want to ruin it, but Poirier just knocked McGregor the
Yeah, we watched it. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Oh my God.
Shit.
I should have screenshot all our reactions.
That's it for McGregor. Fanoots now. Go box Pacquiao. Go fight fucking Jake Paul. He got knocked the fuck out.
Wow.
His legs hurt though, for sure. Like,
Nobody in the world is happier than this little lady right here.
yeah, she loves it. She hates McGregor. I love it.
How did... Oh, the leg is bad, huh?
Oh, he probably broke something. The calf kick, yeah.
Well,
That's a good call.
Dustin Poirier.
That's
So the
shocking.
series is 1-1, and now you have a triple fucking, like, how many fucking trilogy fights is Conor gonna have lined up here by the time, now, like, they have to run this back again.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Obviously, everybody wants a trilogy when you've done one.
Yeah, but it won't be immediately.
No, not anytime soon. Not even this year. I just mean in general, they're gonna have to do it. But McGregor got.
Conor looked good though, but his leg
You know
is
what?
broken.
McGregor's legacy is destroyed.
Yeah, his leg looks broken. It's purple already. That calf kick, like Paul Felder said, he probably tore his leg completely off.
Oh, dude, he ripped something there. Like, yeah.
But you saw it too. As soon as he nailed it, he started limping right here. He's gonna throw it right here on the combination.
Yeah, even when he was like half knocked out, he's like
Look at his leg. His leg.
he's like flexing his leg. Yeah, like his leg got hurt.
Yeah.
But
He's thinking about it. He's
McGregor
like, I
got
gotta be careful.
knocked the fuck out.
But that's the thing about McGregor is that he doesn't. He keeps his hands pretty low, and even when he starts getting tagged, his hands stay low. Where other guys, as soon as they start getting tagged, they instinctively go like this. Where him, he drops his hands right away because he wants to see everything. He talked about it after the Diaz fight. I think the stadium was super quiet after that happened. Like, the only people celebrating were fucking Thiago Alves over there. Thiago Alves in his corner.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I did. I took Poirier, but I think I took it by decision.
Yeah, you took him by decision.
Like, no,
Dana,
I made a bunch of different.
Dana White loses by knockout here.
That's fucking illegal.
I think Dustin on points and decision.
I'm immediately changing my Twitter profile picture.
Alex, the intern, is like Jake Paul and McGregor now. Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, no, probably, man. Those are the type of fights he's got to take now.
That's not gonna happen.
McGregor is buns now, dude. Like, he's done in there. He's made too much money. You don't have it.
I immediately switched my Twitter picture to the American flag. Tarps Off MMA.
I wonder what it was paying before. I forgot what it was paying. Parker's bad.
Maybe we have to do it again. Poirier already said maybe we got to do it again.
Moi, j'ai choisi Paris. Oh, maintenant tu chantes.
Look at this guy speaking out loud français.
I'd like to see it again.
Whew.
Boys, what the fuck just happened?
McGregor.
Conor McGregor got, like, not only that,
Ow.
like, he got dusted, boys.
I want to hear the post-fight interview now. What he's gonna say.
He's like, Max Holloway thinks he's the best boxer. I got 2 wins over him, but okay.
That's true.
Got the follow on the Tarps Off MMA account from Robin, too.
Saw that.
The thing about Conor is that now he's gonna spin it and be like, it's part of the game. It's what it is. You're gonna lose, like the way Mighty Mouse did. You know, Mighty Mouse when he lost, he's like, hey, you come in here, you're gonna win, you lose. That's the risk that you put yourself in.
Oh my God, McGregor. Jesus.
He's the only guy they're gonna interview after he gets KO'd.
It's inactivity. That's it. Come on, Conor.
He's always got an answer for everything. You know that.
He's always got an answer that it sounds realistic and logical. You know?
But it's like kind of an excuse though at the same time. Like, let's be real. Like, how many times can it be like I wasn't not on getting fucked up and I wasn't this and I wasn't prepping and now it's ring rust. It's like, nah, bro, it's like guys have caught up, bro. Look at Poirier. He's a fucking animal. What a fucking animal. I didn't give him enough credit. Even when he came into the ring, like, he looked big, bro. Like, he looks full. You know what I mean? Conor's leg is fucked, though.
No, Khabib doesn't give a fuck about Conor right now.
No, dude, Khabib will never look at Conor McGregor ever again. The only way, like you strip him now.
But like, you get KO'd by the guy that I mollywop.
Khabib ain't fighting McGregor. No way.
Will he fight Poirier?
Yeah, he'll fight Poirier. I mean, well, it depends on what happens in the division now.
No.
Conor's going to work his way back up. He said he wants to fight 7 times this year. That's crazy. But
maybe Michael Chandler. Maybe that's the best bet coming leaving this.
I think Chandler needs to fight Charles Oliveira.
I think he should fight Poirier or Oliveira for sure.
Like he called out
Khabib?
Conor, Khabib, and Poirier.
Khabib dust all there. He just dusted Poirier. Michael Chandler's the only one that possibly draws Khabib's interest. There's no way he's interested in all there or Poirier.
No, probably not.
It's funny because I looked at Chris at one point and he's like not talking because I was saying, I'm like, does my mic work? Because I got unplugged back there.
Yeah, I stopped talking because I didn't want
you were
to
talking, I'm
for you
like,
guys, but I was
really? And then I'm
actually
watching the show.
shocked. Like I was shocked, like when I saw, like, because you knew it was coming as soon as he hit him the first time. Like you knew he was finished, and then he just cracked him.
Poirier's dick must be like massive, like right now.
Oh yeah, dude, his
must feel
cock
like
must
he's
be
fucking
fired right up right now.
Mandingo.
McGregor officially done. Next, Jake Paul's going to send him to.
I still don't think McGregor fights Jake Paul. I think if he does go boxing, it's Pacquiao, but I don't think he can go boxing now. I think he's got to stay in the UFC. I think he just ruined his shot at boxing right there.
No, he's a big enough draw that Pacquiao will still fight him. I mean, but like,
I don't think Uncle Dane is going to let him go. Not after a loss.
oh, he'll just retire and then become a boxer. He does whatever he wants. Dana's his contract, the UFC. That don't mean dick to him.
Yeah, I'm actually super happy for Poirier.
Me too. He's a, you know what? He deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves it. Mike said it first needs the invite here, boys.
I think Conor's going to fight again. Come on.
We're not surprised that this happened. The only reason why we're shocked is because how big Conor is. It's like imagine Mike Tyson getting knocked out when he got knocked out by Lennox Lewis.
Well, bro, that was huge for me. I'm an England boy, right? My mom's from England, and my family all loved Lennox Lewis. I remember that fight very well, and it was very shocking. Nobody really knew what was going to happen, and when he knocked him like the fuck out, it was crazy. I watched that fight live when I was young, man. Like, what year was that? 99 or 2000 or something?
I was like, no, I was later than that. I was like 14 or 15. So probably like 2001, I think.
Yeah, 01 or 02. Like I was.
My dad owned a bar. My dad owned a bar, and I watched. My brother and my cousin and I used to sit in the back of the bar. We go in from the back door, so nobody sees us because we're not allowed. And we watch the fights from there, standing in the back. And I remember watching it there.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's awesome.
And I was like fucking 12 years old when he fought Evander Holyfield, and then it was a couple years after he fought Lennox Lewis.
I remember when he fought Holyfield, my grandpa was like, that fucking guy bit his ear off. Like, he told me about it the next day. I remember being like, what do you mean he bit his ear off? He's like, he fucking bit his ear off. Like, that's what I mean. I remember just being a kid being like, what the fuck? Kind of guy bites another guy's ear off. I thought that was fucked.
Jeez, Conor McGregor's posse was so loud before that fight. Can anyone find a tweet for any of them? Their internet all break at once?
I don't know what the odds were. I don't remember what the odds were.
Bro.
Add Adam in. Adam's waiting for you.
Oh, he's here?
Yeah.
Yeah, there he is.
What's cracking, boys?
What's happening?
Nice to meet you, Adam.
Could you fucking believe that?
That was insane.
You know what? To me, it just seemed as if the inactivity was apparent. And, the lack of checking the leg kicks, the uppercut, not smooth at all when he was following up on his combinations. The jab was the only consistent punch of them all. Got to give credit to Dustin, though. He showed he played Conor's game. Counterattacks, head movement, and then came back and fucking finished them. So congrats to Dustin. And thanks for having me on, boys. This is what's up.
Yeah, buddy. Good to see you. We had Robin through earlier. He was great. Good to see you.
Were you on when Robin came on? When Robin Black came on?
Yeah, of course. I loved it, man. Robin went like Plato on you guys. You went all philosophical. It was great.
Yeah. We were
awesome.
Shot all over my universe.
Yeah, it was. Well, dude, you almost made him jizz his pants when you told him you were a brown belt.
He asked me. He's like, "What are you, a blue, purple?" Like,
no, I was watching the whole thing. I saw everything.
Wait, Terry told somebody he's a brown belt? Oh, he doesn't usually talk about that. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've only heard him say 10,000 times he's a brown belt.
My defense, Chris, you didn't know. You asked me. He's like, "Oh, you do jiu-jitsu? What are you like? How long?" And I said, 12 years. And then you asked me. And the same thing with Rob. Robin's like, "Are you a blue belt or purple belt?" And I'm like, "Brown belt."
Notice I waited till Chris was off the air to talk about my little short run in jiu-jitsu because I just didn't want to get shit all over by Mancuso.
Boys, the only jiu-jitsu training I have is I did my co-op there in high school. The gym I was at had a Diaz brothers, like they ran like a thing. I got to watch them run a clinic on it. I rolled a couple times. I was never any good at it. I hated the feeling of when someone would even put you like in a submission or lock and just feeling how they could break your leg or arm or ankle or whatever.
Okay,
like,
Big Uso, but watch this.
Nope.
Terry, what's your record in jiu-jitsu?
Oh, I don't know. I'm probably like fucking 12 and 25 or something like that.
Yeah. Like,
No, not even 10. I don't think I have 10 wins. I'd probably say like 9 or 10 max.
See,
Yeah.
man, Ku's on his best behavior because I can tell just in his face he wants to be like, you suck.
No, bro. Like I understand. I mean, like my old roommate used to do jiu-jitsu, right? And like man, and like you just said, like especially with that, like, and like Robin was saying, just because you try something when someone tries to put you like in a half guard or something, and one time you get caught, it doesn't mean that that's not the way to do it. It's just like that person prepared for it. Like it's such a fucking mental game. I'll never actually laugh at someone that partakes in any combat sport. You could be 0 and 30, and like the fact that you fight, I respect you, but like at the same time, Terry, I can't believe you have a brown belt with a losing record like that.
I know black belts,
bro. I know.
I know black belts with that like have never competed.
No, I know, bro. I'm just joking.
And I know black belts that can never competed that can beat most world champions.
Bro, they would kick world champions. Like, bro, that's what I mean. There's like a whole underground jiu-jitsu thing that would like tap any of these guys the fuck out, probably.
There's this one guy that trains at Renzo Gracie's in New York. He's this old guy. I always forget his name, but everybody talks about him. He never competes, but he taps out like all of like, I'm going to give you names, but you won't even know who they are. But like Nicky Ryan, Gordon Ryan, like he taps on these guys are like world champions, and he like beats them often. Yeah, and he's this just like 40-year-old guy that trains like 10 times a day.
Have you guys seen how some of the Henzo guys have just like gone completely off the roids?
Like, well, yeah, because they're all trying to get at MMA except for Nicky Rodriguez.
Yeah,
no, dude. Like, I mean, like off as in like totally on. Like, fucking veins bulging, like a little bit of back knee, a little bit of douchiness. All of a sudden,
pretty
unregulated.
The reason why there's no testing in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah,
it's not just Danaher's. It's not just Danaher's guys that have the Gracie guys. It's everybody. There's so many.
Yeah, I know, but
there's this one kid. His name is Kenan Duarte. Okay, he's 20 years old. He looks like he's 30, like a grown man. Okay, the guy didn't make. He's like 220 pounds, 5'8", ripped to shreds. And he's like, yeah, my workout regimen. Fuck you and your workout regimen. You know
what do you mean your workout regimen?
Listen, you still have to work really hard. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah, dude, you don't just take – like, I'll be honest with you. I took roids when I was in high school. Like, you don't just get to fucking take roids and all of a sudden you get fucking in shape. You still got to work out.
CJ.
Unless you're taking D-ball, then it puffs you up pretty high. But
but then as D-ball, as soon as you're off it goes right away. So Adam, break down the hands here. The way I'm seeing is that Conor completely, like you said, he didn't check the kicks, but Conor was like so focused on what it was working in the first round and Dustin Poirier changed his game plan completely.
Yeah,
and he kind of stepped back, and as soon as every time Conor moved his head, he was aiming there. So he was like kind of calculating where he was moving his head. Am I right?
Yes, definitely so. I mean, you clearly saw that Dustin's head movement in the second round was far better than in the first, even though most of the round was wrestling and clinch. What I kind of found is that I just feel that McGregor's style, he's not able to adapt in the middle when the going gets tough. You know, you very, very rarely see him come back into a fight, if not almost never.
Never. You know? He seems like once the wheels come off the bus, they come off and it crashes every time. He never gets it to stay on or pulls off to the side. He never gets out of it. You're right about that, 100%.
And that's kind of what I mentioned to Robin, is that everybody was saying how if Poirier starts putting the pressure on, that Conor won't know what to do. And another thing is that I was telling these guys after, Adam, you correct me if I'm wrong, is that Conor, he doesn't have the instinct to, when he starts getting rocked, to put his hands up. And a lot of guys, when they start getting rocked, they just go, they block, they shell right away, right? He doesn't. He just kind of waits. He wants to see the punches because his head movement's normally pretty good.
Absolutely. And one of the biggest things that the Irish MMA scene had problems with was when McGregor was coming onto the scene, all of the guys wanted to mimic the style. A lot of hands down, lack of head movement, that bouncing on the feet. Most of them weren't Conor McGregor, so they're getting pieced up in training, et cetera, et cetera. And then you even see McGregor himself kind of move away from that style. That wasn't Eddie Alvarez versus Conor McGregor, you know what I mean? That was a different style. I don't know. I was disappointed the most in the uppercuts. When he was throwing combos, when he had Dustin up against the cage.
Yeah. It looked sloppy. It looked sloppy.
Very sloppy. I would have liked him to stay behind his jab more, but he wasn't able to due to the fact that he wasn't checking leg kicks. And one of the things that bothers me about McGregor is that we have seen that he goes through these slight obsessions with different arts. You know, he was so obsessed with the capoeira and the kickboxing and the Muay Thai, et cetera. He's completely gone away from it. It's only boxing right now. Can't do that. Can't do that. This is mixed martial arts. But like you said before, Terry, man, I was just, you know, as soon as I saw Dustin slipping a couple of Conor's punches, I saw the tide turn very quickly. I didn't even think it was the calf kicks for me. The calf kicks for me, I didn't even, you know, I knew it was an issue, but you never really know until you see the guy drop, a la Sean O'Malley, a la the guy who Cody Garbrandt just knocked out.
Ralph Ellison.
Exactly. So, you know, you don't see that coming. And I just felt that as soon as the punches started slipping and stuff, you just saw that momentum change. Another thing for me is you got to understand something. McGregor has been playing this nice guy act recently. It's not him. It's not him. It's not him. He needs that chip on his shoulder. He needs that mental edge.
He tried to keep it going a bit, like be the nice guy, but also be like, I'm going to finish him. Like still saying those things. Like,
yeah, but it was not the same.
It was over the top. And I said it in my article, and I said it in a bunch of episodes. And it's over the top. Like they're hugging each other at the weigh-in. Like that's not what Conor does. And I think that Conor needs to win the fight before the fight gets there. And I think that that's what happens. Like Nate Diaz said it. He already punked these guys in the press conference. You know, like it's like he already says it. He said it. It's just it's what Conor does, and it's what made him successful all this time. But let's not discredit how good of a fucking fighter Conor is. He just got beat by another guy who game planned a lot better than he did.
And listen,
it's shocking to see. It's shocking to see certain fighters get knocked out. You never thought you were going to see Anderson Silva get knocked out until Chris Weidman knocked him out. You never thought you were going to see Ronda Rousey get knocked out until that Holly Holm head kick. Seeing Conor McGregor get knocked out is just mind-blowingly shocking. It's something I never thought I would see. I thought maybe Dustin Poirier could make him tap. Maybe Dustin Poirier could go the distance and beat him. Never in my wildest dreams did I say Dustin Poirier is going to win this fight by knockout. It's just like you can't even wrap your head around it. That was the most shocking thing to me.
And Adam, I'll ask you this: has he changed since the money, since the Floyd money? Has this all changed for him? Because I think so.
I think so too. I mean, he obviously went on that delinquency rampage, you know, before and after Khabib.
Yeah.
And now you almost see that, you know, he went from like firm to super hard, and then they put him in the microwave, and now he's soft. You know, it's and I don't mean soft in a way that he's not a force to be reckoned with, or he's not a UFC contender or anything like that. But what I'm saying is all the hugging and the antics and let me get your hot sauce, et cetera, et cetera. Let's handle business first. We'll be friends later.
That's the thing. It just kind of took away from everything, and you're 100% right.
Yeah, I was so surprised to see him be so kind. I mean, that's not the Conor we're used to. And I think that, you know, like you had mentioned too, Adam, I thought it was a great point. We've seen him in every loss he's had. He can't adjust in round. He can't make in-round adjustments. He just can't. No idea. I don't know what Jack's doing and what Terry's pointing up at, but
I should wrap my brown belt around this poster right here.
What's that poster say? I can't even see.
It says jiu-jitsu fighter.
Look at there's Jack's poster. I'd take that off the wall. There you go, Jack. Smart job. Takes that Conor poster down after a tough loss tonight. No, but I think the money changed, bro. How do you get $100 million? And the crazy thing is, he lost against Floyd. Khabib killed him. Poirier just killed him. Fucking like. He still could have $100 million fight versus Manny Pacquiao. That's what's fucked up about this. Or a $50 or $60 million fight against Jake Paul.
That's why we're so surprised. That's why we're also shocked. That's why all three of us were like this. Or like this. Jaws down to our dicks. Because it's Conor McGregor and he's bigger than life.
Yeah, one of the things that I think us MMA fans and media, whatever you want to call us, is that we got to get over this whole God complex thing. It doesn't exist.
No, it's all talk. Yeah, it's just talk that makes us think one way.
Again, to bring it back, you never thought he was going to get knocked out until that Holly
Holm kicked
I got into arguments. I got into arguments with like colleagues of mine when they were like, one guy's like, Holly Holm's going to knock her out. I'm like, you're fucking crazy. Like I fucking drank the Kool-Aid with Ronda Rousey. 100%.
Oh yeah, bro. Me too. I was
We all
drinking
did.
the leader, bro. Like straight up.
I drank
Chan,
the Kool-Aid. I had no idea what Ali Holm was. So
You know, I can take my pride in this. I am the only person. I don't know what Adam picked, but out of the three of us in this little triangle here, I'm the only one that picked Chandler. I thought he was going to win. He didn't win at all. I thought he was going to, though.
I didn't see it ending in the first round knockout.
I think
the way
Adam
that
had
it did.
Chandler too, right?
I had Chandler as well. I was super stoked about that. I just think Chandler's a fucking professional. Just a true professional. That's somebody that, you know, you want to raise your kid to sound like that and look like that and act like that. And, you know, I just think
true
that
professional.
I just think that he's good for the sport. I actually think that Michael Chandler is more enticing for Khabib than Conor is, just due to the fact that he likes the professionalism and he also likes the skill set that Chandler has to bring to the table.
And his mentality was so good going into the fight. You see all these guys cross over from World Series of Fighting, from Bellator, and they're like, "I was the champ there. I'm gonna run the table here." That's not at all what Michael Chandler said. He was like, "I know the UFC is the toughest promotion on planet Earth." He goes, "I'm willing to work though. I trained with Gilbert Burns. I trained for Usman. I've seen what they go through, and I'm willing to do that. I'm willing to go through that to win a title."
Fucking right, man. Chandler also had the best walkout of them all. Confident, stunning, ready to fucking go.
Yeah,
All the other ones, a bit of that apprehensiveness.
His post fight was cheesy for me, though. I'm not gonna. It was a good call out, but it was just because Chandler in himself.
Call outs are tough. Call outs are tough, though.
Chandler is a cheesy person. It is because it's a hit. It's a big 50-50. It's hit or miss. Like
Call outs are tough, but Michael Chandler did quote Ric Flair at the Royal Rumble 1992. So
Careful what you call cheesy, brother. Before I come chop that fucking brown belt right out of you and put you in a figure 4 leg lock. I might not know how to do the jujitsu, but I know how to WWE wrestle with the best.
I think I'm the longest tenured brown belt of all time. I got my brown belt January 1st, 2017.
Dude, Chris is having trouble keeping those gators down.
Yeah, exactly. Woo! Fucking yeah, that's the best speech ever. The limousine flying, jet riding, fucking.
Terry, you'll pull a McGregor. You'll get your black belt in your first boxing fight.
Yeah, exactly.
How McGregor got a brown belt after knocking Diego Brandao out or something like that.
Yeah, something bullshit like that.
Because he's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, so like they trying to send a message. But listen, Conor's actually decent in Jiu-Jitsu. He's probably a brown belt level.
No, obviously not. That's just a joke. Brian catching Terry Tam in anything. He's a brown belt. I was a hockey fighter at like at a junior level. Like I'm not a fighter. I was just kidding.
Okay, I never played hockey in my life, and I think I know everything about it. So.
Yeah. That's what makes this whole fucking thing fun. And that's what Robin said. He's like, it's hilarious with the MMA media because it's like you got experienced fighters, you got pure journalists, and then you got like hardcore fans like us, and we all think we know everything. And that was awesome. We really put that into perspective.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, and until you're actually a fighter, like none of us, like even Terry, you don't know what Conor knows or fucking Poirier knows either.
Or
right? Like
Kavanaugh knows.
No, or even what Robin knows. Even though you've done jujitsu longer than Robin, but Robin was able to use what Robin was a musician before, right? Like yeah. So for him, it was crazy, man. I remember Robin Black and people not like respecting him because of that. And it's like, man, this guy just picked up, like he just picked it up and got knocked out.
I think he had like I don't want to speak out of turn here, but didn't he have there was like a drug problem or an alcohol problem there?
Oh, bro, for sure. I mean, I don't know for sure, but like
I read that somewhere. I saw him in an interview saying that, and then he said MMA, jiu-jitsu, like martial arts changed his life, and that's what.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it, man, because it's like it's something you really gotta put. Like obviously, I'm not telling you. You only worked at a gym before. Like I know the mental aspect of it is insane, man. Like the discipline, like I watched Mark Haminek make weight for, I don't know, maybe UFC fucking 1 something, like where he was at our gym training, right? And just like the same routine. I mean, the guy was in there every morning, 6 a.m., hitting the bed. Like, it's fucking the discipline.
Making weight is fucking tough. I mean, me and Terry can, and probably I would guess Adam as well, can all vouch to that making weight can be a fucking bitch. It sucks. It's grueling. You become like a different person, like especially like closer and closer to when you're about to go. Making weight sucks.
Yeah, well, I never had to make weight though. I got lucky.
Well, there you go.
I had to make weight for a position change in football. I wanted a position change in football. So my coach told me to make weight because I didn't want to be a fat slug no more. I wanted to play outside linebacker. And man, I fucking had to lose like 30 pounds in the summer. And I couldn't imagine what these guys do. And some fighters go from like 170 down to 155 or 145. It's fucked, man.
Well, it's like when you're 2 pounds over and you're an hour to weigh in and you got to lose all that water weight. That's what makes you mad, man.
The sweatsuit on and go sit in the sauna, and you better not get out. But Mike said it first this year of the 12 Ounce Sports Network. Big fan in the comments. We told him, bring him in. Look at him. He's fired up. I think he came in here to deal on Conor McGregor. So we're going to let Mike go off here because that's what Mike does best. Mike, what's going on, buddy? Let us have it. What happened with Conor McGregor tonight? What the fuck happened?
Is that a Bills hat, first of all?
Yes, it is. It's a Buffalo Bills hat. I live right on the border of Buffalo. I'm actually a Dolphins fan, but we're doing a little promo with, I don't know if you saw on Twitter. Did you guys see the Buffalo Bills pizzas that they were making all over? Like it's actually shaped in the Bills logo. So they're giving us one of those for tomorrow. So I had to throw the Bills hat on. But you know what? I don't want to see KC win again. I want to see all the... Dude, Bills fans are maniacs. I want to see what would happen if they go to the Super Bowl. I think they'll light the whole city on fire. Like I'm behind it. Let's go.
If the Bills win the Super Bowl, I think like it'll be burnt all the way to Rochester.
But yeah.
Well, you thought Crimson Tide, having 10,000 people in the streets was bad. Wait till you see the Bills Mafia win the Super Bowl. That'll be terrible.
Yeah, it'll be.
Alabama's winning. We do it basically every year, so it's not that big of a deal for us. We're so used to it. It's like a daily or yearly occurrence, basically.
Yeah, it's just like a renewing your license when
it's just
Alabama won the national championship.
COVID-19 would bow down.
But Mike, what happened with Conor tonight? What happened?
So I want to preface my comments by saying this. I'm not a Terry. I'm not an Adam. So I've watched a few fights in my life. Like I've watched a couple to get a little, feeling of what goes on. And I feel like Conor, every single time I watch him, I've watched like probably 5 of his fights. Every time it's like I hear this hype, I'm like, who is this dude? Like he's flamboyant. He sells tickets, but like why? I'm watching this dude fight against like a Khabib or his Floyd Mayweather, which is stupid. It was a sellout. I didn't care about that. The sellout, I didn't care about the boxing match. To me, it's like he would be the guy to fight Jake Paul because he wants money.
But see, if you watch Conor from the start, if you watch him in Cage Warriors, like I'm sure, like the 3 of us on this side probably all did. Like the other Conor, like Adam said earlier, he needs to go back to that mean Conor.
Yeah. Can't though when you have that goes away when you get $100 million.
So Mike, what you're saying is. The sentiment is right, but the reality is that Conor is a fighter first. The reason why he fought Floyd Mayweather is because Floyd Mayweather is the best of all time. Right. He's not going to dumb himself down, especially after a loss like this. He was more likely to fight Jake Paul after a win than he was to fight him after a loss because then he becomes a joke. And Conor doesn't want to be considered a joke in an environment that he thinks he's the best at.
But what if he loses the next fight? When does it come?
He's putting his balls on the line.
There's more grace in losing to Dustin Poirier and whoever that Chandler dude is than beating the snot out of Jake Paul.
No,
there's more grace in losing to those guys than going up and showing up Jake
of course.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I think even fighting Jake Paul is a disgrace, to be honest. I think even stepping into the ring is a disgrace. No, Conor, if he wants to do a boxing match, it's got to be Pacquiao. But honestly, after this, I expect him to fight at least 2 more fights in the UFC before he even thinks about a boxing match.
Go ahead, Adam.
Who's next?
So one thing for me is that's what I was going to ask is who's next. I mean, in this unofficial tournament, do we have Justin Gaethje fighting Nate Diaz next? Do we have Justin Gaethje fighting Charlie Olives? What do we got here? Do we have Conor McGregor fighting Hooker?
I love how he's known as Charlie Alves now.
You know, now that this happened, I think this threw a giant wrench in that unofficial lightweight tournament. I think you're going to see that scrapped right away, and I think you're going to see Conor McGregor versus Justin Gaethje.
Here's what makes me mad about the Jake Paul thing, real quick. I feel like everybody over, because I'm 24. I'm sure everybody else here is older than 24, right?
No, I'm 22. I'm 22.
No, you're not. You were 22 years ago, you old fuck.
Okay, so my point with that is, I don't know if anybody over 22 or 23 that wants to see the Jake Paul Conor McGregor thing. Like, can we be real? The whole reason why Jake Paul has a platform is because he made a bunch of YouTube money. Like, we don't even need to, for people to entertain that who are older than me, it annoys the snot out of me.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't want to see that.
Everything UFC is thrown
I
down
couldn't
the
care less.
drain.
Money
It's all money.
He changed the game when he fought Floyd Mayweather. Money's going to talk now, and people are going to do it because look how many people when Jake Paul started talking when he beat Nate fucking Robinson, a guy who's never boxed in his life. I had a better chance of beating Jake Paul. Look what happened. All these boxers, all these hockey players, all these athletes are like, oh, I can beat Jake Paul. It became a thing, and these are all.
I'd watch Vander Kane.
That people. But Evander Kane, now that he's broke, he has no claim to fight him.
No. Yeah, exactly. The only
I would
reason
rather
I love that I said you have to say that.
I would rather see a league. I don't know if it really be a league, but like a place where like all these superstar athletes can just go and fight each other.
like celebrity boxing kind of thing.
Because entertaining this Conor McGregor crap versus Jake Paul is just annoying to me.
I agree.
So they did start that. But they did start that. They started the League of Legends by Mike Tyson. That is essentially what.
Isn't Lamar Odom fighting in that now too, or some shit like that?
Who?
Lamar Odom, the former NBA player, isn't he
Lakers
fighting?
legend.
Didn't he date a Kardashian? I already don't.
He married a Kardashian. He has a kid with a Kardashian.
Yeah, he has a kid with a Kardashian. He smoked crack and lost the kid with a Kardashian, and now he's fighting.
Maybe I do have to pay more attention to the NBA.
Yeah, come on now. It's like, that's like the rough and rowdy celebrity division, though. The League of Legends.
It's like Greg Hardy, who went to the UFC, will beat the Pope out of his girlfriend, and now he's in the UFC. Like, what?
Yeah.
Can I swerve us back onto track with MMA here, though? This is why
Greg Hardy's
Conor. Fair enough, but this is why I think Conor should fight Justin Gaethje. Gaethje lost to Poirier. He was knocked out by Poirier. Conor McGregor just got knocked out by Poirier. That fight makes sense. They're both still in the top 10. You can't say that neither of those guys belong in the top 10 because
that didn't knock Conor out of the 10. I mean, he might not be fucking 4 anymore, but he certainly didn't get knocked out of the 10.
I would love to hear how that fight doesn't make sense of Justin Gaethje versus Conor McGregor. Does anyone have any reason why that doesn't make sense?
I have a question. Okay, go ahead, Adam.
No, it makes sense. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
I have a question for y'all who are UFC, way more UFC knowledge than I do. This fight came across as almost like Conor McGregor wasn't even prepared. Maybe it goes back to that edge thing that he needs in his mind. But it seemed like with the leg kicks that he was just kind of out of shape almost. Like the first round when there was a takedown automatically, it was like, this dude seems fat almost.
No, what happened was is that McGregor was in his boxing stance and he just simply wasn't thinking about the takedown. I mean, when you were watching earlier Brad Tavares versus
Antonio Carlos Jr.,
Brad Tavares was prepared for the takedown defense right out the gate. So I guess it's all about the game planning and the preparation. One thing that people into the consideration is that Jorge Masvidal was a pivotal training partner to Dustin Poirier in this camp. And Jorge Masvidal is one of the few strikers in the UFC that also have some of the great wrestling. So, it is what it is. It was all about the game planning, in my opinion. I feel, though, I see what you're saying about the out of shapeness. I just feel that he doesn't have that. He doesn't have that matrix.
He can't adjust in fight. He just can't. He doesn't seem to be able to mentally step back and see what's going on. Like if he makes it to the bench, the stool, and talks to his coaches, they'll give him the things. Conor can take that in, but in the fight, he can't adjust. He can't adjust. And like you guys had said earlier, I've never seen a guy not put his hands up before. Like after you get rocked like that, like the first thing he should have done is cover it up while he was still up. And it was like, he did this. He dropped down even lower and was like, and I get it. He's trying to see the punches and where they're coming. But when that first
head
shot
movement
hit,
was working for a while.
yeah, but you have to be aware after you eat that first shot. I mean, it was like he didn't know he was rocked. And it's like, bro, why are you acting like that? Like, I mean, all of us watching, you could tell his bell was fucking rung.
Did it seem weird to you guys that, like, Conor, like, to me, round one, like, the end of round one, like, Conor's, like, laid some really good haymakers, and that's why we get first round of Conor. It was weird how quickly it turned to Dustin Poirier on how quickly he got in there. It was unbelievable.
It's better coaching. We used to praise John Kavanaugh for being such a good coach, but realistically, it was just because Conor was out there doing to people what nobody ever saw. And Mike Brown is probably the most underrated coach in MMA. I mean, Mike Brown he's one of the best game planners ever. And the fact that they can bring Dustin Poirier, since he lost to Conor, including this one, is 11-2-1.
I need a whiteboard for the next one of these so I can hold up Mike Perry's girlfriend, most underrated coach in MMA, and just hold up.
Yeah, you know what? I'll give you that one. But realistically, is that we can talk about it. Just not that Conor has to change camps. I'm not a believer in just changing camps. I think your problems are going to be fixed. But something needs to change. You know, he incorporated a wrestling coach this time, like a much better one. His jiu-jitsu, he never really has to use it. He incorporated a wrestling coach and he got taken down in the first minute. Like, there's all these things that we look at, and it's like, what is he actually doing?
I also think one of the problems is that he's training for these huge training camps on this very small island of a country. And I don't think that he has as much resources as people think. And when you look at his training partners, he's always blowing them up. And a lot of folks are kind of like, I don't know who the fuck that guy is. Yeah. And he looks so. I don't know about you. Like, if you go on YouTube and you look at who McGregor was warming up with for the Khabib fight, I'm like, sorry, bro, but like that's not
good enough.
That's not who you're fighting. That's not good enough. Dustin Poirier is working day in and day out with Jorge Masvidal, who's one fucking win away against Colby Covington, which I heard that chat with you guys earlier before too. Yep. He is one win over Colby Covington to being back in UFC contention for the title. So, I'm just looking at McGregor's roster here, and I'm like, McGregor kind of sounds like the rest of us when we're talking about our wives or our girlfriends. We all have the hottest wife. My wife is nicer than all of yours, and to you, your wife is nicer than mine. And it's just like, dude, it's not the case here, McGregor. I think he needs to expand the horizon.
Well, Mancuso, you might as well have been mentioned there. You've been saying that for a couple of weeks now, so the floor is yours.
Boys, I don't even know what to say. I'm with Adam. I think Adam has nailed this all right down perfectly. Like
Adam, I never even met Adam, but I was like, man, this dude knows his stuff.
Yeah. And it's just like, I don't even know where McGregor goes from here. I mean, I guess Gaethje makes sense, but if you're Khabib, now here's my question for you guys. If you're Khabib,
Michael Chandler bust.
What draws you out for 30-0? And I mean, Chandler's had
Chandler does. Michael Chandler's a wrestler. No. Who's the best wrestler in that entire division right now?
Khabib, obviously.
With Khabib gone, it's Michael Chandler.
Yes,
that's the biggest challenge. Can Khabib take Michael Chandler down? I would guess so, but you never know until they fight. I mean, Michael Chandler shocked us today. He won by knockout. Who knew Michael Chandler could strike like that in the best promotion in the world? Let's see. His strongest suit is still wrestling. Let's see Khabib do it against him in the UFC. Let's go. That should entice him.
I might be the minority here, but Khabib, I know like Americans, all talk about like, oh, does he want this? Does he have a chip on his shoulder? Khabib seems like a guy who he doesn't need to come out here and go for 30-0. Like, he's proven his worth. His dad
wanted him to.
He seems like he's entrenched in his values, and I don't see him like. I don't think the public is going to convince him to come out and do this. I think it would have to be all him. Like, he seems like a family values kind of guy and like deep roots. He doesn't need all this Chandler. Like, it's just a hype machine right now.
The only guy I think Khabib would come out for is George St. Pierre, and I don't know necessarily if GSP would now.
The only guy Khabib is going to come out for is his dad. I know because his dad said 30-0.
Listen, Khabib's dad's #1 favorite fighter in the entire world. Like, I know you guys love to try to tell me that Khabib's the best all time. No, it's GSP, dog, and Khabib knows that. Khabib would.
No, you're not selling anything to Adam. He probably has a poster of GSP on his ceiling. And
dude, I have a poster of GSP at my on my ceiling too that I look at every time I'm getting excited. But no, he's the only guy that, like, I think, like, legitimately Khabib would shove his. I know he loves respecting his mother or whatever, but I think he'd shove her right out of the way to fight GSP. I think he'd knock her
because his dad was such a big fan, like you said. That would definitely be an easier route for his mom to take. Because something about him, he doesn't care about the publicity. He seems like he's just all about working hard and family values, and he's going to go home and be satisfied.
Let's get my boy Ice on here. I want to send him the invite.
I'm seeing a lot on Twitter that folks are saying that they think Poirier should fight Charles Oliveira for the belt, and then Chandler should fight Gaethje. I find that a little weird. I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I'm not okay with Oliveira going.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Oliveira fights Chandler. Gaethje and Poirier go for the belt, and I wouldn't be surprised if the next fight is because, like, listen, Conor's on a clock now for Dana. Like, when you look as a promotion, how many fights that he loses are you going to be able to gas the highest grossing? Because no matter what, we all get tonight's pay-per-view, right? So I think Nate and Conor.
Well, in hindsight,
Nate Conor 3 makes sense tonight more than ever. I think after tonight's loss, Nate and Conor 3 at 155 makes sense more than ever.
I disagree. I think Gaethje versus Conor makes the most sense right now. I really do for Conor.
I actually think that the only two guys that get Nate Diaz back to the 155-pound division is Justin Gaethje and Conor.
Yeah, those are the only two guys that he'll even go there for.
Talking about money, I believe people would buy Diaz versus Conor way more than they buy Gaethje.
Right? Yeah. Right now, I think Diaz too. Yeah, right now I think Diaz Conor is the fight to make because
that would be so money.
Yeah, because Diaz isn't like on the up and coming or. He's not a title shot. It's just a guy who's waiting for a big money fight.
It's almost time. And like Conor, like I don't even doubt that. I think Justin Gaethje, like after what I saw tonight, Justin Gaethje might kick his ass.
Well, Justin Gaethje deserves a big money fight. What? Justin Gaethje deserves either Nate Diaz or Conor McGregor, but I still think Conor dusts Dustin Gaethje.
I think
you thought he was going to dust. You thought he was going to dust Dustin Poirier inside.
You know what? I'm taking Conor down a notch, and I still think he dusts Gaethje.
I don't even think he'd beat. I don't even know if he'd beat him. I think now more than ever that Conor and Nate Diaz 3 makes sense more than ever. But
that'd be a bloodbath. That'd be such a bloodbath.
Mark Ramundi tweets, Dana White, quote, "I did talk to Khabib, and he said to me, Dana, be honest with yourself. I am so many levels above these guys. I beat all of them. I don't know, but it doesn't sound very positive. We'll see."
Yeah. Well,
like I said, he's satisfied. Why would he come out unless GSP wants to fight him?
That's what I'm saying.
He's
Chandler
satisfied with everything.
Chandler needs to do more in the UFC before Khabib. Like Khabib
he was a wrestler that just knocked a guy out. What more do you want than that? He's a wrestler first. That's his best attribute.
Here's the problem.
He just knocked the guy out in the first round. If that doesn't draw your interest, what the fuck is going to Khabib?
But here's the difference. Khabib would do that. Khabib would beat Hooker even worse. Like Khabib sees that and he's like, yeah, another guy that's not as good as me beat another guy that's not as good as me. Like if I'm Khabib, like nothing that Chandler did yet is
but Khabib would have a bunch of the ground to beat him. Khabib would not have beaten Hooker.
But
I'm not saying that fight can't be made. It's just if I'm Khabib, I'm like, so the fuck what? You came here and won one fight. Like I'm Khabib. Like here is my big Chechenian dick. Slap it across your face, bitch! Like I ain't fighting anybody but GSP. If I'm Khabib right now, there ain't. And listen, and Chandler can beat Oliveira and someone else, and then maybe if I'm Khabib, I perk up. But right now, if I'm Khabib, I would have said the same thing to Dana. I'm miles above everybody. Until GSP comes.
Mancuso, you would tell that to Dana White without ever fighting.
So if that's the case with Khabib now,
I promise you, that's just how that's how it is too. Like and Dana White just proved it by what Khabib said. He's not impressed. He's not fighting any of these guys.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
Khabib now has to has to give up the belt. He has to say, okay, there's nobody left for me. I'm out. But if he's going to keep on holding on to the belt, then we're going to keep on putting his name into the mix. So it's like he wants the attention, but he doesn't want the fight.
I disagree. I don't think he wants to fight at all. I think I think that Dana's trying to.
I think Dana wants to fight more than him. I think Dana wants to fight way more than him.
Why hasn't he just officially?
I'll be real with you.
He hasn't sent in the officially retired papers yet.
No, he hasn't. But I also think that, the reason why Khabib didn't blow up Chandler's victory as much is because I really don't think that Khabib rates Daniel Hooker anything special at all.
Why would he?
I think he looks at Daniel Hooker as a top 20 fighter in his eyes.
Yeah, I don't think he looks at him as anything special.
So Jack,
I'm a fan of Dan Hooker. I was hoping that he would be better.
So Jack, I have a question for you. Because, again, you're looking at it from the perspective, oh boy, I hope this fight happens, from the hype machine. But when you're a Beeb, you sit back and, you beat so many people so easily. It's why would you come out to do anything?
Well, this is the thing. That's not why I think Khabib comes out. I think Khabib comes out because his father wanted him to retire 30-0. I think at the end of the day, regardless of what Khabib's mom says, he knows in the back of his mind, my dad wanted me to be 30-0. At some point, that's going to grow in the back of Khabib's mind, and he's going to come out. Let's not kid ourselves. It might take a year. It might take 2 years. But at some point, Khabib is coming out to get that 30-0 because it's what his dad wanted. His dad was there by him his whole entire UFC career, right by his side, in his corner, legitimately in his fucking corner. He's going to go out and get that last one for his dad. So it's going to happen.
I would wait for Chandler to make even more big name fights. If I'm Khabib, I would wait until Chandler is peaking, and then all of a sudden it has to happen.
I see what you're saying. I actually think that Khabib is going to fight Jake Paul next. Nah, I'm just joking.
Imagine. Oh my god, that would be so
bro. That would be so sick, man. They're in a boxing fight and Khabib just fucking dunks him over the ring and just walks out. He's like, I don't need the money. Fuck you guys. I'm out of here.
I beat up Jake Paul.
All right, boys. I'm out.
Yeah, boys, let's end this stream here. Good shit tonight. UFC 257. It was fucking awesome. I wish we could go all night. We could talk about this all night. This division's never been more stacked either. I know there's tournament talk, this, that, and the other.
I think the tournament talk ended with Conor.
Yeah, I think that might have ended tonight, so we'll see where it goes. But I don't think the Nate Diaz versus Conor has ever looked more attractive than right now to run back that trilogy. And then I think you'll have to wait for Poirier to fall a little bit again. And then like Conor, he's just got trilogy fights. He's got Pacquiao. The crazy thing is Conor's probably the 6th or 7th best guy in the division now, and he'll still cake the most money. That's just the way the world works. You see it with what Jake Paul's doing in boxing. Hype equals dollars, whether you like it or not. Clout, as the young people call it. Old gray ball guys like me don't call it that, but I guess that's what they call it now. That all goes further and translates to dollars. So we'll see what happens. But Conor versus Nate 3 is the next logical fight for me. Next month we got another big UFC in February. Who is fighting? It was who's next month?
February 13th. I think Gilbert Burns is fighting.
Yeah, there's a fight before that. Gilbert Burns and Usman. There was a fight before that.
Is there? Okay, because I know Burns and Usman's
next. Oh no, it's Overeem and Volkov is February 6th.
The thing that makes me go crazy is that you never really thought that Conor would need Nate more than Nate needed Conor. Conor needs Nate now more than Nate needs Conor.
So what you're saying
crazy.
I agree. I don't think that's ever been the case until right this very moment. Now,
what you're saying is
okay, motherfucker, you need me. It's never been like that.
So what you're saying is after the Chiefs beat the Packers in the Super Bowl, then we're gonna see. Okay, cool.
Bills.
Yeah, after the Chiefs,
I say after the Bills beat the Packers.
After the Bills win the Super Bowl in 2021 rears its ugly head, we'll see what happens. But
you guys are all going to get disappointed because there's only one man who's going to raise the Vince Lombardi trophy. TB12, baby.
Oh, my God.
Yes, I love it.
And this is coming from a Steelers fan.
Yeah, I agree. I never bet
Steelers fans. Okay, so Chris, real quick. Steelers fans, I swear to you, have the utmost respect for Tom Brady. I'm like, I get it that he smoked you guys for so long, every year, that's why. But come on.
Mike said it first. Hates Tom Brady.
Oh
Boys, I got to get out of here. I got to be up in the morning. I got little bastards, so they'll be running around early. Tarps Off MMA, tarpsoffsports.com. Mike, Adam, thank you guys for dropping by. Terry, Jack, always been real. I don't think we could meet. I mean, I don't think I guessed one right tonight other than the female fights, but shows what the fuck I know.
I think I had like Calderwood and Chandler and
I took Hooker. I took Connor. I took Rebus, and she got beat tonight. I got fucking rocked tonight. But that's what's awesome about this sport. Competition's never been better. The divisions have never been in better shape. No matter where we're at and whatever we think happens, the fights that are upcoming are going to be fucking awesome, and I hope to see every one of you guys going forward for the streams. Adam, Mike, that's you too. Terry and Jack, obviously you'll be here, but legitimately, Adam, it's been great meeting you, man. You know your shit, and let's definitely link up for this fucking show and everything else.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate working with the Tarps Off boys.
Yeah,
good Mike, you ripped me on the Steelers, but you're all it's all love.
It's all love. Hey, Mike said it first as the employee of the